All agents are currently assisting other suspects. Please stay on the line and your call will be answered shortly.
As far as I'm concerned, you're not fit to wear a uniform.
You're right about that part. Then again, neither are you. But this isn't my ship, and it sure as hell isn't yours. It's his. And when he wakes up, he'll decide what to do with the both of us.
Today's Nerd Fights was brought to you by the Korogan Public Swimming Pool System. Come swim with us. You'll never swim with anyone else again, 'cause you'll be dead. And also by these guys, because I guess for some reason they want to support Salty, those sons of bitch.
Computer and program?
And good evening, everybody. I'll tell you.
Let me talk to you, yeah. It's a wrestling reference, sorry. I know you hate those.
So
I'm actually on time today. Did you get all the, and I got a few episodes ahead on thumbnails after you lit a fire under my ass. Aren't you happy?
You know, the most amazing thing to me was the fact that you logged into StreamYard before Jason did.
Woo!
I don't think that has ever happened.
I was
before.
the odd man out today.
Now,
yeah.
Not only that, now, of course, while you're not clean shaven, you are more clean shaven than Jason is.
Oh, dude. Yeah. Hey, y'all.
I'm the Grizzly Canuck tonight.
And no, I know I was calling it my celibacy beard. I didn't get laid. What happened was yesterday, I woke up and my face and my beard was literally just drenched with sweat. and I said, I can't handle this anymore. It's too damn hot. So I
thought you were going to say the little Ewoks were snuggling up.
No, man, no. I had to shave, dude. No, I'm not even kidding. Especially this part here.
I don't even know how you could have a beard in Vegas. I mean,
oh my god. So yeah, first thing a buddy of mine said last night was like, "Oh man, right on, you got laid." And I was like, "No, I just woke up super hot. You know, I better buy a lottery ticket." Nah, I'm good on that.
Well, you being on time, I mean, that could be lottery worthy.
Could be.
And I see you're wearing another one of your T-shirts from the looks of it.
Woo! Yeah, mixtees.com/DorkKnightLV. Pick yours up now. Use promo code Popcast, I believe, for 20% off.
And
where's your bag of fuel up? It's usually in the corner there.
It's right here. It's slightly out of reach.
There we go. Hey,
it's got to live up there. Yeah, there we go.
Use it again today? How's it been doing? Like you said,
it's good. Yeah, I ran out of ice. That's the only reason I don't have any right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I was gonna make a fresh one for the show, but I
don't know if I told you or not.
I like ice with my drinks like that.
No, me too. But don't snort, Jason. When you get it, don't snort it. I know it looks it's
Only
powder.
Penny is allowed to snort it.
Only my mother.
Yeah.
Can snort it. But don't just mix it with water. It's better that way,
I'm assuming accidents happened.
When I first got it, I was like, oh, hey, that looks lovely. It's like oh God, no, woo. I was like Ric Flair.
You actually try to snort it?
No, hell no. I'm just kidding. This is all for comedy. Come on
now. Yeah, well, the problem is my dumb ass would find a way to sneeze and then inhale.
Yeah.
Look, you are talking to the professional falls up the stairs and chokes on air guy.
So, if you guys can help me, for my own personal health and well-being, I can never talk about my ex on the show again. Okay, it's been it's resulted in bad stuff. What's this? Thanks for the idea, Danny. Sounds like a 10K view short. Hey, you know what? If you think so, if I can make money off of it, I'll do it. Because right now I'm hurting, y'all. I am hurting.
Well, I will endeavor. I will endeavor to get the sound panel thing working through my Stream Deck through OBS. So when I hear a incorrect word start coming up, I'll buzz you.
Do the red alert sound effect from the TOS. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you can just use
red. Oh my God, guys. So, we teased it last week, but we actually did it Sunday. We watched Arena and In a Mirror Darkly parts 1 and 2 because they're Gorn related. And tomorrow we're going to talk about all things Gorn.
Yes.
And I tell you what, man, I love me some TOS. Actually, I watched the Doomsday Machine this morning. I'm just like, if you're not on his Patreon, it's probably not even up yet because you're
not yet. I'm going to probably put it up this week though, because we're talking about the Gorn this week.
Supportsalty.com. When he puts it up, literally the second the episode starts, you can see I just I get so happy.
We all kind of did.
I was just like,
yeah, we had a lot of fun, and I'm sure we'll repeat some of it tomorrow.
I watched Journey to Babel also and Amok Time, and I tell you what, there's no fracking way Strange New Worlds is canon. Just off of the 3 episodes.
No. First of all, stop confusing canon with timeline. It is canon. You may not like, as long as the people that own the IP say it's canon, it's canon.
Okay. But it's not Prime.
It's definitely
it's definitely not in the same timeline as
no. And we will cage match the ever living F out of the 2 showrunners right now if they try to claim otherwise.
So I went back and I watched Salty Nerds because I was at the DMV on Saturday and I missed the Salty. I missed our watch along, and I missed the Salty Nerd stream that they do on Saturday.
Which
I
is
went
why
back and
you're
I watched
pimping
it.
them right now with that hat.
What's my favorite? Oh, okay, hold up. Jesus Christ, you cry.
Well, when are you going to make a hat for us?
Is that better? It's just- I
No,
like
it'll
the
be
hat.
better when you make a Nerd Fights hat.
Well, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that after the show. So, so Vader went on some rant, and I put a comment on there. Somebody liked it, but those pussies over there at the Salty Nerd, and yeah, I called y'all pussies because you don't, you think you know, but you don't.
No, they don't know.
He was talking about something Spock said, and he was trying to make it sound like he was talking about the Gorn. He was talking about the Metrons, not the Gorn. I mean, Jesus, man. It's like, come on. Do you actually watch the shit, or do you just have it on in the background? In you know,
What, like the Space Legends and that kind of thing?
No, he was saying like, something about this area of I have to go. It's about 6.5 minutes into their stream, so it's not it's not the one I commented on, but he said Spock even says like we've never heard of any blah 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 blah, and he's like he was literally talking about the Metrons and not the Gorn, and I said it in remember supportsalty.com to watch our watch along. I even said while we were watching it toward the end, I thought it was the Mandela effect because really there's nothing. And I'm not trying to defend Strange New Worlds, but there was nothing in that episode arena that negated anything that happened in Strange New Worlds. There really wasn't. Would you guys agree with that?
Aside from the Gorn having tails.
Well, yeah,
that's about the
only
tail thing is the only thing that one could try to make a fuss about.
Hey, why aren't you getting mad at Jason for wearing that hat? He's pimping something else.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, you need to turn that around.
Frankenstein.
Frankenstein never scared me.
Frankenstein is
the marsupials do because they're fast and they dock. That's crazy. Sorry, I'm doing my Kevin Pollak.
Well, you know what's scarier than Frankenstein's monster?
What's that?
Is suddenly having you pop up shirtless without warning on Streamlab.
First of all,
or StreamYard.
That was behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You didn't have to bring that up.
But overshare.
But if Ariel's here and you want to see it, just drop a super chat or more,
well, I wasn't recording at the time. He'll reenact.
What he's saying is money now.
Yeah. Hey, man. I mean, my tits are big enough. I could probably lick the nipple for you and be like,
well, dude, really?
Hey, I'm just trying to make you some money, bro. You know,
this is not OnlyFans. You don't have to go that far.
Or Fanly, isn't that the new one? Fanly, that was
Oh, I don't know.
Oh yeah, I don't know. It was on the boxing match. I guess you didn't watch Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz last weekend.
I'm not a sports ball guy.
It's fighting. I'm a combat sports guy. Come on.
Yeah, it's sports ball.
No, I don't watch football or basketball
it's all sports
or any of that
ball, man.
stuff. But I like pro wrestling and I like UFC.
So you don't like sports?
I like fights, man.
Right. So you don't like sports?
No, I like mano-y-mano. I like one-on-one. I don't like team. Okay, you know what's fair? I don't like team sports.
Right.
Other than hockey. I do like hockey.
Right. So you don't like any sports. You just like things where people pretend to fight.
So, hey, guys, if you go to www.mixtees.com/dorkknightlv, you can get this sexy t-shirt and other designs. Hopefully soon, we'll have a Nerd Fights design for you. We got to have a post-show meeting after, to work out those details. Actually, Stanley, UFC and WWE, by the end of the month, are the same company. They're going to be traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol TKO. So
that makes sense.
Check yourself.
So, well, UFC's not fake.
It used to be.
Well, I mean,
I would say this. I think the UFC was real in the beginning.
It was real in the beginning, but now it's like
but now it's just a more realistic version of the WWE.
Yeah,
really
salty. I agree with that statement.
That's too bad.
I mean, I have no Dana White. First of all, how did this man get away with slapping his wife in public and then opening up a show called Slap Fights? How?
Dana White, he's made out of Teflon.
I guess so, man. Jesus.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying these guys aren't athletic.
I literally have nobody watching on my channel right now. I am just not doing this YouTube thing right.
It says one.
That's me. It's me. That's
or
me.
It's your mom. One of the two.
No, my
but your mom is everywhere.
We only have
My mom's
7
at
people
church.
total right now. We're
Yeah, it's
in a low volume night.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's a very low.
I think because
Stanley,
Strange New Worlds is
down.
over.
You know what? I'm a moderator. Can I put him in timeout? I'm gonna put him in timeout.
Who are you gonna put in timeout?
No, I'm just kidding. He said he gave me a thumbs down. I thought that was worthy of a timeout, but
No, you don't get to put people in timeout just because they give you a thumbs down.
Dude, I've had a week. Let me tell you. I had a week.
Why have you had a week?
Just dealing with my shit, dude. So
well, if you get some stool softener, it'll be a lot easier.
No. I mean I'm not gonna refer to the individual anymore, but the crap I'm going through because of the ticket stuff I told you guys about.
Right.
So I was at the DMV, I got an ID, which is a stupid piece of paper. Right. By the time I actually get this ID with the photo, I'll probably
be careful about holding it up in front of the camera.
Fair enough. It was blurred. So this Saturday, I'm taking my written test, and I've read the book. It's only 75 pages. I'm actually really disappointed that my son failed the test twice.
Yeah.
I'm
Point
like, how?
Car at right side of road.
I mean, anyway. And then when I pass that, because I've been driving 30 years, whatever. The following Saturday, I take my driving test. And when I pass that, on top of the $41.25, shut up, Stanley. Nobody's talking to you. I got to pay a $250 fine because of the person I won't name for getting my damn license revoked over this shit. That's so infuriating. So it's going to cost me $300 to get my license in 2 weeks. I'm just it's just, anyway.
But look on the bright side.
I'm never getting married again. I'm never going to propose to anyone again. I'm going to be a single man for a while, and I'm definitely not intermingling finances and stuff ever.
No. First of all, don't say things that are just aren't true.
No.
Well, the last part, I believe he will never break that rule unless it's for real. The commingling a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, no.
On an open-ended commitment.
Yeah. Oh, hell no.
I hope not. But as far as but don't say, "Oh, I'm never going to propose. I'm never going to get married."
No, man. I'm going to do
Miss Wright could show up.
Kurt, no, hold up. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn have been together forever, and they never got married or engaged. So I'm going to
Yeah, look. Ariel cry.
Well, first of all, Ariel ain't here, so it's all good.
Yeah, but what if she showed up at your doorstep tomorrow?
It depends on how much money she's bringing with the bouquet of flowers. I'll be honest with you.
$450,000.
Sounds like a good start.
Yeah, no comment. I still what's funny? So I shaved yesterday morning, and I went. It's a terrible habit. I need to quit. I went to go buy. Yeah, that too. I went to go buy cigarettes, and the same place I always buy them from. The motherfucker didn't recognize me. I couldn't believe it,
dude.
Do I look that different?
You look like a freaking Wookiee with your beard.
Oh, wow. I didn't think I looked that different. I mean, look, I have a highly recognizable tattoo. I mean, if nothing else, it's like...
Yeah, but most people...
don't look at your tattoo. Okay, they look at your face,
So for as long as you've known me now, think about how crazy this is. Someone who knew me once... Well, they still know me, but someone who knew me once for about the same amount of time that you've known me now... I had contacts at one point.
Oh my God, don't do the Superman thing. Seriously?
I walked into the place, and are you honestly going to tell me that you would not recognize me? It was Superman, and Dead serious.
Kent.
They
Wow.
absolutely thought I was a different person
Now
in the room.
imagine if you, if
No,
you
now
took
I
off your
understand
glasses
why
and
the
face.
writers of Superman
Yeah.
thought that was the thing. I didn't.
And it's funny that that I use that as an interesting anecdote to your no more beard causes you to be a completely different person. What's his face? That's terrible.
What's his face? Who?
The Superman, the latest Superman.
Henry Cavill?
Henry Cavill went to Times Square and wore a promotional Superman shirt with a giant S, and no one even realized who he was.
You know, sorry. I mean, don't
I know, but
celebrities
it's just
usually like that.
No. It's not the fact that he's a celebrity specifically. It's that he wore a giant freaking S on his shirt, and it's the guy who played
William
Superman.
Shatner was wearing a freaking Starfleet
And
uniform.
so what I'm saying is that, like, the average person,
Dude.
we're pretty trash at remembering what people look like.
I guess so.
It's super funny.
I put the link in Salty's YouTube chat. Literally, guys, I'm by myself.
What
There's
are you
nobody-
trying to get people to leave my
No,
channel?
no. Usually, there's people in both. You know, so I don't feel like alone. I'm on a lonely island here. Like, come on.
Oh dear.
Danny, I'm just gonna punch you one of these days.
I love you, man. I tell you what, October 19th, I get my hip replaced. February
November 19th, I'm gonna go break your hip.
Don't you dare. First of all, it'll be titanium, so good luck. But in February, I get my neck
Titanium's not
surgery.
that strong.
And this time next year, I'm gonna go, like, hopefully as long as my mother's still alive, I'm gonna move out closer to her. And that's only gonna be a few hours drive from you.
What makes you think
You'll
she's
have the
gonna be
opportunity to
dead
punch
next
me.
year? Dang. Well, she's still alive next year.
No, man. Well, dude, you never know. Anything can happen. That's why I'm like,
Your
like,
mom's not that old.
I know, but you know,
Life is life, and he's being a realist.
look. First of all,
Penny, if you're listening,
anything
I'm
I
sorry for
love
your son,
tends
man.
to just die. And I love my mother. So I just I got to get out there before that happens. That's all I'm saying. Oh, hey. Oh, she just. Oh,
Ta-da.
yeah. Okay. Hey, Mom, I love you. I will. October 9th. Well, I'm telling you now, but if you still want me to text you, October 19th.
Well, Penny, shouldn't you be texting us your medical information? Since apparently Danny thinks you're going to be dead within a year.
No, I said I hope she won't be. Don't put words in my.
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
You dare.
Which
Don't
makes
you
it sound like.
dare.
What are you worried about? All the cocaine and stuff. The cocaine and gigolos is going to be too much for her?
Well, you know, with my stepdad, Pickle Tom, she'll know what that means. I mean, she deserves a good gigolo. And, you know, lay off the booger sugar, Mom. You don't need to do that. That's not good for you. That's not good for you. It's just bad. It's bad for you.
Diabetes.
Hey,
doesn't
Patrick,
say-
my man. Thank you. Hey, Captain Phantom Nerd. Woohoo! I got a couple. Right on. Thank you, guys.
All right, stop abandoning my channel.
They're not abandoning. They both said they're double streaming.
Yeah,
See,
but
Patrick says I'm here
that gives you
too.
false numbers, though.
Oh,
Oh God.
everything is fake anyway.
Yeah, right.
Everything is
Talking to a wrestling fan, I'm used to shit being fake. Come on. Let me talk to you.
well.
Yeah. Do you even get that reference, Jason? Do you know who I'm?
That one is after I kind of disengaged.
Everybody's
with a lot of
talking
stuff.
about the megastar L.A. Knight.
I
Yeah.
thought I could say, hey, everybody. And while you're at it, you should be over on my.
No, that one I
channel
definitely
as
have
well.
never
Yeah,
caught
man,
before.
dude, he's the new Macho Man for Slim Jim. He's doing their
Oh,
Slim
really?
Jim commercials now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. He's
Man,
awesome.
I miss-
He's my.
I
second
miss
favorite.
those. I miss those ads.
Yeah.
Step into a Slim Jim.
They actually have it's cool because the commercial he's in, it has Macho Man's old commercial on a television screen. And then
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's cool.
it's I'll
That's
send you the
cool.
link. I know
Yeah,
Mike
yeah.
doesn't want to see it, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
That is cool.
Mom, I know you're like, isn't that the weirdest thing? My whole life, she's been allergic. Like, so no, like, no tomato sauce, no orange juice, no like just normal things. It's like, what a shitty thing to be allergic to. It's like,
You know what's funny is I didn't even think it could be a thing until I watched Stargate and Stargate Atlantis, because the character Rodney McKay is allergic to citrus, and they actually like the character is, and they play it up as a ham throughout the show.
Apparently, that's a thing. It sucks, man. You know, I'm allergic. The only thing I'm allergic to, and I'm not deathly allergic. I just break out like, and I found this out when I was a teenager.
It's your fault, Danny.
Oh wow. Okay. Blame me, Mom. Don't have any, accountability or whatever. That's fine. Stanley, Gladiators.
I assume he means like American Gladiators, which is 8 times more realistic than any kind of wrestling.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to say that's a hard no. I don't even know what you're talking about. I've watched Ninja Warrior. I've watched
American Ninja Warrior.
Yeah, now that's
American Gladiators is like awesome, man. Where you could, it was a game show where you had to take on these. It was like the Running Man, except everybody was fighting with foam weapons.
Wait, so nobody died, is what you're saying?
No, but they had like weapons that were made of foam, and you'd have these big badass gladiators, and you'd have to like charge at them and get past them in order to get to the next level and stuff.
So it was like a game show.
It was, and so people would come on and they would have to take on. It was actually a stupid but fun show.
Yeah. Okay. So Stan Lee says it was like a game show, and they claim it was all real. I have never
It
even
did look like it. Look, obviously nobody got hurt because we were fighting with obviously fake weapons.
Yeah,
and like they had like tennis ball guns and stuff like
so
that.
is this supposed to be like the Roman gladiators but fake kind of thing or something?
Well, it was all sorts of stuff.
Was it in like it was in
an arena? Yes,
stadium kind of thing. With
but they had different games. Like they had like one where you had to get from one end of the stadium to the other, and the gladiators would sit there with like auto fire tennis ball cannons, and they'd be shooting at you. And so
is this the one with the big pyramid?
This is real.
Yes.
Did this have the pyramid in it, Mike?
I don't remember if they had a pyramid.
The big pyramid of giant foam blocks.
They did have big foam blocks. I remember.
Stan says.
Oh yeah, no. I definitely saw this. I thought you were describing something slightly different. No, this is cheese of the most Lindbergh kind.
Oh, hey, Mom, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, I know Wednesdays you go to church. Like you're a fanatic. And I don't mean it as an insult. I still like, so I hit up my buddy Joe because I don't want to go to church by myself, mostly because I can't drive for another few weeks. And he hasn't got back to me yet, but I'm open to the idea. Eric, Mom, if you haven't left yet, he's called me a few times. We've done a few telephone prayers. I'm easing back into it, as is often the case when people hit rock bottom like I have. But Stan Lee says it was like a game show.
Here, I found a clip for you.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Let's see. Window. All right.
It would be better if like it was WWE wrestlers. But
right. So.
This
is early. This is 80s.
Looks like something out of like a Vegas strip show. Like,
I think that's where they filmed it, was Vegas. So you see,
really?
she finds an arrow and she shoots it at the person. That was an easy one.
I didn't see this one, but I did see something like this, like some of this before. Yeah.
So when you say American Gladiator, I'm like expecting them to fight. This is stupid.
Yeah, no, it's just
Let's find a.
It's like professional tag. Which, by the way, have you seen that? You want to have a laugh?
I know there is such a thing, which sounds absolutely stupid to me.
Professional tag, and it's on right now. Like you can watch it on ESPN or TSN up in Canada or whatever your sports channel is.
Here you go.
Your country.
Here. Oh, here we go. So
okay. They did stuff like this, and they did the like run the gauntlet where you had a bunch of guys with the big pads on the arms.
So let me get this straight. So one is a contestant, like an American Ninja Warrior, and one
Right, and the other is
gladiator.
a regular gladiator who is a paid person that works for the show.
Yeah.
Man, how embarrassing would
And
that
the gladiator
be?
always
Beat by
gets
them.
some kind of home court advantage, so making it harder to fight.
So
Yeah.
I know, no, I will try to. Okay.
Yeah, the first series was started in '89.
Hey, look, sponsored by Slim Jim. What do you know?
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
Let me talk
about
to
that?
you. Yeah, that's so funny. So it's a miracle.
And yes, that was that, Patrick. That should have had Riker and his dad right there. That's what it looked like.
It's weird that I never saw it. Apparently, they were catering to the same audience of Slim Jim, because that looked like it was from the '90s for sure. That clip you showed.
Yeah, it started in '89, so it wouldn't have been long, and it was into the '90s.
Yeah.
It played for 7 seasons, so it was on as late as 1996.
So, don't want to break Ariel's heart, but she's not here. One of our fans who may or may not show up, who you've seen in the chat before, has taken such a liking to me, and maybe I'll get killed. I don't know, but I'm going along with it. Rented like a cottage and got me a plane ticket, and I'm going out there.
Okay, you're going out to see Ariel?
No. I said this is going to break Ariel's heart. It's somebody else.
Oh,
I'm not going to name their name unless they come and give me permission.
Authorize.
Yeah.
okay. This is stupid, man. I've not seen this one. So I've seen this game before on the show, and it's a really simple one. You got a football. And
What about Evil Dead?
A cabin in the woods.
Oh. No, this is a cabin in Oklahoma. It's not a cabin in the woods. Yeah, fine.
All right, so you got a mini football field. You're carrying a football, and all you got to do is get past a single gladiator who's going to try to block you.
The frack out of here.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. So but
this is the contestant. This is the contestant, right?
Yeah, this guy's the contestant. Check out what he does. I'm
You're not going to get copyright struck for this, are you?
I might, but it'll be worth it. Are you ready? This is just ridiculous. So you see the setup here.
Yeah, it's not a football. That's really short.
Yeah, but all you got to do, if you get past the gladiator, you get the point.
Okay.
All right.
Tell me he body slams him or suplexes him or something. Oh wow, that was actually kind of cool.
I was like,
that was impressive. I thought it was gonna be ridiculous. That was
what was that insane play that they called in Starship Troopers? Flip 6, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That was actually wow. Yeah, that was actually cool. That contestant did that. That was like, I'm sure that gladiator was not expecting that.
Yeah, I mean, he was expecting to look, because you can see he's going into position to tackle the guy.
Yeah.
And he's just like, boing, you know.
Oh my God. It's funny that Stan Lee mentions Evil Dead. Yesterday was the 20th anniversary of Evil Dead, the musical. And I was a huge part of it here in Vegas. It was really cool. It was the only time my art was on a billboard on the strip. I did all their artwork. I did their promotions, their marketing. I was at tons of their shows, and a bunch of guys were posting a bunch of stuff on social media yesterday. And so that's why I didn't know what he was talking about. Evil Dead. It was cool.
Oh, your mom's calling you?
No, this is actually a client. Sorry.
Yeah.
No, I've been trying to drum up a lot of work lately, man. Don't be hating.
Yeah.
Well, hate on him.
Oh, be nice.
I think we should create our own new version of the show and call it Disabled Gladiators.
Oh man, yeah. Actually, it's funny you say that too. I don't know what I did to my heel on my right foot, but I've been the hobbling Canuck for the last week and a half. It's been pretty pathetic looking.
So,
what do you think of my idea there, Andy?
I didn't hear
it.
it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do our own version of the show.
Of
and
what show?
American Gladiator.
American Gladiators. But it'll be all of us defectives that are all broken.
It'll be called Disabled Gladiators.
Yeah, bro. No. I've already had my left hip replaced. I've had my left knee worked on. I've
Exactly.
I had neck surgery.
But don't worry, everybody that plays.
I don't even skateboard anymore because I'm afraid I'm going to break something.
Right.
And
so anybody that's a contestant either has to be basically has to be certified as disabled by Social Security.
So hey, Twinkle showed up. Twinkle, am I allowed to discuss our rendezvous? Let me know.
So it's Twinkle that you're meeting.
Yeah. I can neither confirm nor deny until I get permission, but yes, possibly, could be, might be. I'm trying, dude. Yeah, I'm on my way. Jesus, I'm on my way to being a bionic man.
Well, I'm hoping. I will tell you, I have an appointment on the 30th.
That seems like tacit authorization,
right? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna be live streaming. I'll get her to show up because I think she keeps changing the dates on me. Hold up.
But Twinkle, now Danny was saying that you guys were going to have like a romantic.
No, I said that's not what I said. Don't you
that's
dare.
Exactly what you
said.
No,
I did not.
He
can rewind and watch. Don't you dare. That's not.
Rewind the tape. Rewind the tape.
Rewind and listen because he was saying how Ariel was going to be all jealous.
No, that's what I said. So maybe I insinuated.
Yeah. So we expect that they'll be on YouTube. And then the romantic stuff will be on OnlyFans or something.
I mean, if it'll make me some money, she doesn't care if that happens. But no, I mean, like if the dates line up, and I have to do a show while I'm
he shaved his beard preemptively for it.
Oh, jeez, man, they're just roasting you today. It's okay. I love you, man.
Yeah, love you too, man. Thank you.
So, we are turning
like
this into a bit of a soap.
Are we gonna?
Yeah, we should.
Well, I don't know.
We should do some Battlestar, perhaps.
Real quick, I was going to say I actually do have an appointment on the 30th to see if I can become a true cyborg. So hopefully I can.
30th of this month.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I get to meet Dr. Young, who I've never met before, but Dr. Young is in charge of the spinal.
Twinkle, what are those dates again? Because you've changed them like at least twice on me. Because I want to see if one of them lines up with a show. Because that'd be awesome if it does. In the chat, if you don't mind. But go ahead. Sorry, Michael.
So spinal zap.
Yeah, the spinal. It's a spinal column stimulator or something.
Oh, my buddy has one of those. It's like a pacemaker for your back. My buddy Dale has that. I should probably connect you guys so you can talk. He kind of regrets doing it. So
well, they do. I don't know about how he did it, but what they do at the medical center where I go is they put one in that's basically not a permanent implant, and they let you run around with it for a little while to see if it actually does anything for you.
It depends on the time. The 28th is a Thursday show, so you better bring me out there in the morning. And then Saturday's a watch along, so you'll be there for a watch along. Depending
September?
Depending on the time. Yeah, I thought it was in October. You told me it was in October. Wow. She keeps changing it on me. Anyway.
Well, that's right before October.
Yeah. Anyway.
And it's so Danny will be able to talk all about his adventures with you.
Hey, if it's really awesome, I might not leave. I just might stay. I hate Vegas. I used to love
Oklahoma. Start singing the song.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain. Anyway,
the corn is as high as an elephant's eye. But
what's funny is I quit smoking pot in case I have to get a job because like, first of all, I don't really miss it, and I didn't smoke that much anyway.
Why
But
you
used to give me
quiet?
give me a lot of grief for getting high.
Yeah.
I just thought you might like to know. It's been at least a couple weeks since I've.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Now
Oh,
you
that's
just
good
need to work on the smoking.
I know, man. It's a terrible habit. I wish I could quit. Speaking of,
You can. You see, and so what do? I wish I could quit, but I just can't.
I'm not even supposed to be smoking in here, but fuck it. Or frack it. Sorry. It's after 30 seconds. We're good.
It's after 30 seconds.
Oh, he's
You
you're
too.
doing the thing like the fat electrician. I don't know if you ever watch him. He's a former military guy. He does videos on that go up on TikTok and YouTube, and both platforms they have a don't swear too early in the video or will age restrict your video.
Yes.
And there's been a couple times, and it's funny as all get out because the guy just cannot control himself. And then all of a sudden, he's like, I can't promise I'm going to make it 30 seconds. And then he doesn't make it 30 seconds.
Well, I made it over 30 minutes, so let's get to this episode.
Yeah, let's crack open this
Crack open.
toaster.
Because this
Crack
is
open this toaster.
this isn't the one where Star Killer gets killed. It's the one before, right? This is the problem with us getting so far ahead. That's
Yeah,
why I
we're
was
so
so
far-
thankful
now-
we watched
yeah.
something else this weekend because we are way too far ahead.
Well, that's your fault
How is it my fault?
because you're acting like this show is crack every weekend.
Well, he was for a little while. It's gotten a little slower for him.
Well,
So
now it's like, let's just watch TOS for a little bit until we catch up.
yeah, which is fine.
right.
So this is
this-
Valley of Darkness is definitely it's in the middle of the arc
Stan,
with
this is season 2, episode 2.
Right.
yeah.
Pay attention, Stan.
This is
It's
the
right in the
of
middle of the
entire-
arc for Star Killer
Yes,
because the next episode is Fragged, and that's where
that's the one where he gets yeah.
he gets smoked.
And this is
yeah.
right smack dab in the middle of like Ty is.
This is okay. Oh, wait. So this is the one where these guys
Are on Galactica trying to find
invade.
things
Okay.
out. That's the A plot of this is a bunch of Cylons have boarded Galactica and are literally trying
Not
to
just
explode
Cylons.
the
They
ship.
call what are these Cylon
There's a-
Terminator? What do they call
Centurion.
these?
The Centurions.
Yeah.
And there's a
Centurion.
virus on board the ship too.
Right, that they're trying to purge the virus out of the system at the same time that the Cylon boarders are trying to literally kill everybody.
Right.
And
Have you guys
this
seen Lucky?
episode, I have to say, shows Ty before he falls apart.
Come here, Lucky. Have you guys seen?
Yeah,
Lucky?
this is kind of the moment where he starts to come apart. This is the mix, right?
Oh god damn! This dog is heavy. Have you guys seen this?
That-
I know you've
that's
seen
your-
Dexter.
Oh no, we haven't seen this guy. We've seen your
Seen
palm.
Lucky?
We've seen your palm mix.
Yeah,
Did
Look
that
at
dog eat
Lucky.
your
Aw.
palm mix?
yeah. My Pomeranian Chihuahua mix.
Yeah, that dog ate your Pomeranian Chihuahua mix?
No, they actually they love each other.
Okay.
Yeah, he's looking a little solid. I checked the house for the cat.
Yeah, that dog tastes good.
And you know what's funny is this dude is afraid of Goku. I swear to God, it's hilarious.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Anyway, all right, Lucky, go ahead.
So yeah, so we start. This picks up right where the other episode left off, namely that the boarders are getting off their ship and getting ready to storm the place. Dee and Billy have a little bit of a moment, but Dee is pissed off at Billy because she's kind of calling him out for pumping her for information on what's going on and all that.
If you could have found a worse pause,
Wow, look at that! You got the derpy face on lip gloss. What
Well,
the-
that was her right after she participated in some of that herb that's not legal in all 50 states.
Well, I have an affinity for lip gloss. but like that's not a good look for her.
That is
No.
definitely not
No.
a good look for her. So she kind of storms out of the room, but we know they're going to make up.
Shit.
And then we get
I gotta take this call. Keep going though. I'm gonna keep listening.
All right.
Okay.
So Adama's, of course, in intensive care. Doesn't look very good for him. But boy, he has some hairy nipples.
Yeah, well,
No hair on his chest, but very hairy nipples. I never noticed that before. I guess that's the advantage of going through freeze frames on this.
That's disgusting, by the way. Just gonna throw that out there. Sorry.
Why is that disgusting? That's just the way his hair is.
well, Matt. Oh, he can't say anything.
You know.
But what was also funny was when I was watching the trailer video you put out, the shot just before that you have in that video.
Mhm.
I got thinking to myself, every time they show a intubation, it's either more lately with the full mask piece so that the actor can hold it in their mouth, or
Right.
they're biting down on the hose off to the side.
Right.
I unless you're staring at it for an extended period, you don't kind of clue into that. But it is kind of funny that they
Well,
do
because
it
they're
that
not gonna
way because
actually shove
obviously,
that down
yeah,
his throat.
yeah. I've been under full general, and I don't like the way
So-
my throat feels after that thing comes out.
So, Stan, not only is Adama still injured, if once again, if you go to supportsalty.com and join the Patreon and watch our watch-alongs, I thought for sure he was going to die.
Right.
So I got to take this, sorry.
Of course you do. So then all of a sudden the power goes out pretty much everywhere, which has everybody kind of freaking out, trying to figure out what's going on. Well, it has everybody on CIC freaking out, but the fighter pilots that just finished a successful fight are still too happy about everything, and they're just having a good old time until all of a sudden they bump into one of the Cylons, who just decides to rip out a guy's chest and then start chasing people. And then we get our credits.
And then Adama Lee,
Yes, Lee
gets
cornered
gets
by-
about as close to death as he could in this whole series, I think.
Yeah, Lee is like this, literally within inches of death. When a Marine happens to blow the Cylon's head off. Some very lucky timing there.
Now, I just have to say, because I've thought this thought so many times over the years, and I've never, and of course, until more recently, never had a platform to say it on. But here's a funny one. Why are there always brains in the head of robots? Like, why would you ever do that? Like, bury it in like the thickest, heaviest, most protected part. And it screws with the people you're fighting, because they're going to be like, "Oh, shoot it in the head because it's got a head."
Right. No, just keep going without a head.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Why put the brain there? Why not? In fact, why make the robot look like human at all?
Well, yeah, I mean, even if if you could go down a rabbit hole pretty far on that,
Yeah.
but at least if you're going to go, humanoid, just don't put it in his head.
Oh, and what's interesting is, like, even with the Heavy Raider, you notice it actually has a head sticking out of it.
It's like a Raider's face is glued onto the front. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe make it a little less obvious where the brain is,
Yeah.
So Gata sends out a message saying that to the fleet that, hey, don't come onto the Galactica. We've been boarded. So be bad news.
Yeah.
for
I didn't
everybody.
miss anything, right? Really?
No.
They just
Yeah.
basically everybody's figured out that there are Cylons running around. They've also figured out that these Centurions, for whatever reason, and this is one of the few things of continuity that really bugs me on this show, because they don't usually screw up continuity, but this is one of those things.
Oh, is this the what it takes to shoot them?
Yeah, in this episode, and only
Yeah.
in this episode, if you don't have high explosive rounds, the Centurions.
I was going to mention that because in future episodes, they're just shooting regular bullets at these guys.
Well, not just in future ones, but in past episodes.
as
Because
well,
remember,
Anders and those guys on the planet, they don't have high. They're using civilian weapons.
Mhm.
yeah,
They don't have high explosive rounds.
yeah, and Hilo. Remember, Hilo was shooting the Centurions he was encountering with just regular rounds too.
Yeah,
And the episode where this is in the future, I think, but where Athena, right after she got reinstated and she goes down to meet the football players or whatever,
Yeah.
they're having that gunfight. None of them
Yeah.
have these explosive rounds. Yeah.
No.
right.
Yeah,
And
it's
so-
it's
and
a
so,
bit
they
of
have-
a hot mess. Yeah.
Yeah, they have all sorts of times where Centurions are taken down with regular rounds, but this episode they have to have high explosive rounds. Now, the only thing that would make sense is like, okay, since these raiders or these Cylons were actually a boarding party, maybe they were reinforced, but there was no dialogue.
But
or
there's
anything.
nothing to. That's headcanon, bro.
No,
Right,
the only thing that ever makes sense is that the unfortunate reality is the writers needed to cause everyone to have to go to the armory, and then
Right.
everyone to have to change direction after that. Which, hats off to them, understanding that they had to create an unfortunate situation that they had to get out of, but they definitely.
But they could have also done it by
Yeah.
just having everybody run out of ammo.
Yeah, like they didn't have to do it over the specific kind of ammo. They could have just said ammo generally.
What up, 47 Yorktown? You know what we should do? Since there's really not a lot of people here, we should acknowledge our chat. We got
What we have been.
not really. I mean, we should say thank
We
you.
read like
I-
90% of the
my
chat.
mom, to Anthony Mark, to Gorilla's Random Thoughts, to Bradley Briggs, to I don't know if
47
bot
Yorktown.
is a real person or a bot. Anyway,
No,
and
that's
then
the
Bandit
chat bot.
Nerd, Stanley, of course. Who else we got here? We got Daniel Stenstam. I don't know. I probably butchered
Yeah.
that.
Wow, man, we're all stumped on
Yeah,
Stenistam.
Patrick. Hey, phonetically give us your name, brother. A different Patrick Nijenhoff. Is that everybody?
Yeah, and then
I
of
think
course,
so.
Oh, and then of course-
47.
And then, of course, Twinkle.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Yorktown 47.
Twinkle, soon to be the new Mrs. Dork Knight.
We'll see how it goes. No.
So Stanley says they need the secret Gorn weapons, and Patrick says the Silent Centurion found a shipment of plot armor, but it was not effective against high explosive rounds. That's probably the more.
There we go. Yeah, it was they were an extra resilient batch that
Yes.
came off the line.
So meanwhile, on Caprica,
Meanwhile,
yes, now we got Starbuck and Hilo hanging around, and Starbuck's like, you know what? While we're here, let's just go back to my apartment because
good thing they did, because she has a Hummer, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Then back.
Yeah.
on
Meanwhile,
Galactica-
on Yellow Filter World, I was about to say that.
So here we see some of Colonel Ty's experience, because this is before Ellen really poisons him during.
I tell you what, Ty
accident.
is a great character. He's so
Yeah.
multifaceted in the layers, and I just hate that they are they going to do the thing like they did to Thor? Are they going to give him a fake eye so I don't have to keep looking at that patch on his eye, or is he just going to have that the rest of the time?
I'm not telling you.
Okay, fine. Because the patch doesn't look good without the beard. Once he shaves
It'll look
beard,
fine when he's
it'll
banging
look bad.
chicks. Don't worry.
like, yes, Stan, that's why I like him. He's a drunk, but he's a loyal drunk. Excellent.
No, but if you think about it here, Ty is showing that his experience and knowledge of the Cylons is actually really good because he knows exactly.
Dude, because he said, I know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's this scene here. He's like,
Right.
Yeah.
here, and here, try to jettison us out into space and use Galactica to kill the rest of the fleet.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's 100% right.
I'm actually surprised I remember that. We watched this like 2 months ago.
Yeah. And I actually really like that scene because this is like Ty's last good moment.
It's as though when he's
right
on
before he does the martial law BS, right?
Yeah, because when he's just the commander of the ship, he's on point. But as soon as he has to start making fleet-wide decisions,
that's
Ellen's just got him. Whoa!
Yeah,
Ellen's just got
Ellen
him
goes
wrecked.
power mad and thinks that he needs to become a dictator of the colonies and all that.
And on that day,
I'm
the
glad he
ants
kills her.
drank well.
Danny
You don't have ants there, do you?
No. Well, it's diet soda, so there's no sugar.
Okay, they're not going to eat it.
So they're going to get skinny ants.
Anyways, and I look like I pissed myself. It fell all over my leg.
Excellent. I haven't done that in a while.
He did piss himself.
Oh, whatever.
Don't let him fool you. He did.
We got to get older
It's
to
been
get
so long
incontinent.
since I've gotten laid. I jizzed myself.
Wow. Thanks, Danny. I really needed that imagery.
What was the?
Speaking of imagery, aren't we about to see some here with Baltar?
So yeah, Baltar is lying there unconscious after having a vision of Six, of course.
Yeah.
Ariel showed up. What up, boo? How you doing, girl? Yeah. You're in the wrong chat, though.
Ariel, you missed it. Danny was very oh, sorry. Should I not mention anything about your other? Okay. Sorry. Never mind.
End of line.
Danny doesn't want me to mention her.
You bastard. All right. Hey, you're still my one and only fan, so it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Still your one and only for now.
I'm going to turn my hat back around, you jerk.
Just can't leave the butt alone.
Hey, it's not my fault.
I don't know. If God didn't want you to flap your gums, he wouldn't have given you a mouth, right?
Yeah, right. Stanley.
Oh man,
that may or may not have already happened. I will neither confirm nor deny that.
Jeez, you guys are new. All right, so so then all of a sudden,
this scene.
Oh, dude, yeah. So he's dreaming, guys.
And he's like, "Hey, let me show you my baby." And I was like, "Oh yeah, cute kid. Let me take the baby.
Let me kill it."
Yeah, and so I was like, I'm gonna walk out here with this baby in hand and drown it.
I thought he was gonna
and if you want to see a reaction from Danny over this, definitely go to. Yeah, exactly.
I didn't know this was a dream at first. I was freaking out. I was like, yeah.
Yes, sir. It is not just us constantly sitting there in dead silence. That is for sure.
And then he wakes up. And he's like, "Yeah, that was intense."
Head 6 looking like a snack. God dang.
Ariel is with us right now.
Everybody's with
well,
us.
she hasn't until she sends me some money, I'm just gonna whatever. I'm just kidding. Not really.
Wow, dude, that's just mean.
I'm just a whore. What can I say?
See, Ariel, I love you whether you send me money or not. Just
because he's a good God-fearing Christian man. I just recently accepted Jesus into my heart. I'm still trying to get
but you should be even more.
It was a lot easier when Eric was here. It sucks that he's on the other side of the country because, she's dual streaming. Thank you, sweetheart.
Dual wielding the YouTube.
Yeah.
So, meanwhile, using Galactica is off its axis here. It's funny because in space, really, the fact that Galactica is pointing a different direction than the other ships would actually mean nothing. But
yeah, and that's something I typically like about the show, because the way they do, I've never seen like the way what are they called? Not the Raptors. What's the other ones called?
The Vipers.
The Vipers. The way they maneuver
like
those
sideways
Vipers
and
space,
stuff.
shit is awesome. And I've never seen that in anything else. Sci-fi.
They do a lot of backwards maneuvering and flip end over end and shoot the Cylons while going backwards. I love that.
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, the only other show that's close, because really the level of intensity that you see in this is still never matched in The Expanse, but The Expanse is the only show that's close to this.
Yeah, and Stan, I agree. I love how the ships do that, like the quick flip, thing,
Right.
like, because that's how a ship would work in space.
Kind of, they try to do that in Babylon 5. They just didn't quite have the effects there yet.
Yeah.
Has
that cartoon come out yet? The new Babylon 5 animation?
I don't think it's out yet. I'm not sure.
Well, whenever that comes out, we should, review that. That'd be fun.
What services are going to be on?
5, right? The series, we've all watched it.
I've only gotten through season 1 of Babylon 5.
I haven't watched Babylon 5 in a long time.
I just did a second watching with my buddy Eric, maybe like about a year or two ago, not too long ago, but it was my second watch. So yeah.
But I don't have Max anymore, so I would have to re-up Max in order to.
Oh man, I thought you did, because I was going to ask you for your login. Like
I did.
No, I was going to trade you for something else.
No, I did have it, but but honestly, bills are piling up, so I had to cut back everywhere I could. So I dropped Max.
Dude, did you hear about this? I'm glad I prepaid for 3 years. Disney Plus apparently they're jacking their rates up almost.
Yeah, it's going up 25%.
Yeah.
Well, everybody's rates are going up right now. Max's rates going up. Paramount Plus's rates went up. Disney's rates went up.
So fortunately, I get Paramount Plus because my buddy who has it, he's got a profile on my Disney Plus, and I pay for Disney. And
you probably shouldn't be talking on the internet about.
No, they don't care. No, Disney has.
Some of them do.
They don't
some
care.
of them don't.
No, Disney cares now. They're actually implementing it.
Oh, now they care. Oh, well, never mind. Hypothetically.
Yeah. So in other words,
I have cottages all over the country. Yeah, maybe I do have 8 houses, like I was saying last week.
We know you have 8. That's why we're going to be moving to Canada.
Jason, if you have 8 houses and you're letting me struggle this much and worry about losing my shit,
I know.
You're not a good friend.
Well, we can all
I'm not a good a lot of things if I'm doing that.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that Jason's just kind of a jerk.
No,
he pretends to be nice, but he's really a jerk.
He's Canadian. He can't help it
because he's filthy rich.
Well, if he's filthy rich, then he's an asshole. But if he's not, then whatever.
I wouldn't have been complaining about that dress code thing we were talking about earlier today, Mike. If I had that kind of money.
Yeah, he's upset because I told him next time he's down here I want to go to a restaurant.
This might be the longest I've seen your facial hair, bro. What's going on? You haven't had to go to work in a while? Your wife is out of town? What's going on?
It's just been a real tame past couple of weeks. Yeah, it's actually gotten the line here. And then it's all white from this point upward.
He just went to his wife and said, "You know what, honey? I'm not interested in sex.
I don't have the I don't have the authority anymore. Throw me up large for a second, because I'm not kidding, guys. I shaved yesterday morning. This is how fast my shit grows. Do you see this?
Yeah, that's about the same speed as
yesterday morning. I shaved.
So you need to shave every day.
Who wants to do that?
I don't.
Yeah,
that's just.
I didn't say that was a pleasant prospect. I wouldn't like it.
Supposedly, Babylon 5: The Road Home was released on August 14th.
Oh, so it is out. Dude,
supposedly, in Canada.
If it's out,
on what service?
In Canada, it's not available except for maybe through Apple TV.
Okay, well, hey.
So it might be Apple TV in the States.
We have Plex.
Let me
this
switch.
weekend.
Let me switch.
Well,
let me
no, you
switch
haven't seen
to
them all. Damn it! I was gonna say if you've seen
America.
I would love to do a watch along and critique of that. You know, because we only have like 2 more weeks before Ahsoka's out, so we could do this
next week actually. Next Wednesday it's out.
Oh, it's next Wednesday. Oh, well, never mind. Okay.
Come on, website.
Damn, Ariel, you're really turning me on. I don't even care that you're not sending me money. That's hot. Thank you.
Free. You can watch it through a free trial of
Ariel, you need
Crunchyroll
to
of all the
stop
services in the
Crunchyroll?
States.
Crunchyroll?
Yeah, of all the places.
It's on Crunchyroll, really?
No, that's what. I
Yeah.
was like, what? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not subscribing
Weird.
to Crunchyroll just to watch.
I used to have
Babylon 5.
Crunchyroll because I was a big Dragon Ball Z fan, but
Yeah.
I don't have it.
I used to have it because my wife likes anime, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. No,
But yeah,
that can wait. That'll go on the do later list.
that'll
Jason
be
has-
like if somebody ever buys me that
does it
Babylon
say?
5 DVD set, then we'll get it. You know.
What does he say? Jason has that week 1 of lobster season.
No, guys, I am not kidding. I literally shaved
The
yesterday
two of you
morning.
look like you should be on the ship, but it's like on Deadliest Catch. You know?
No, today is not the hateful day. And even tomorrow won't be either, Ariel, actually. We had a very interesting
gonna be-
watch.
you're
We
gonna
had that was a lot of fun. I really do wish, Mike, because this is what I thought you were going to do in the beginning, and you don't. I thought you were going to take like clips of like the best or funniest or wowest moments from our watch-alongs and put them on your channel, but you don't.
Well, because it's just a matter. I want to, but it's been.
It's like it would like help
matter of
your
the
subscription
editing
too,
side.
because it'll tease people because they see that and they're like, "Oh, I want to see the rest."
I know, Danny. I know. You know
Okay, but
this is the behind the
I
scenes
wonder-
conversation, not
Okay,
on
I'm
the air.
no, I'm sorry. It's just like
Well, this is not
we
a
had a
couple
lot
of-
of.
It's a production sidebar all of a
Yeah.
sudden spontaneous.
I had so much fun watching good Star Trek. I want to keep doing that. Like in the future, after
Right.
BSG, we've got to do something like that. Like,
Well, I'll just say as a quick side note, and I don't remember where it was I'd heard this said, but apparently there are tools that exist to help you expedite doing that, making clips.
there are.
Come on, Jesus. Yeah, there supposedly are some kind of tools. I don't know if they're AI based or what, but there's some apparently tools or plugins that are available that can help you.
I don't know, but you guys do
Pull that
like.
kind of
I'm
stuff.
not making this shit up. You guys remember, like 5 seconds into watching that episode, the arena, I had to pause and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm so happy!" I was just like,
Yeah, you were just beside yourself.
I was loving it. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yes.
So-
Anyway.
So the Cylons are tearing people apart. Not a happy time.
Yeah.
And so they make their way to the small arms locker because they're very low on ammo, and it's funny because when the one Cylon was killed, they were like, yeah, the only thing that kills it was the high explosive rounds. How much more you got? Well, that was my last one. And they're like, oh crap.
yeah.
And then we get so they go in.
Ariel's got a challenge for you, Salty.
Let's see. Salty set a money amount to get him to dance. To get Danny to dance?
Of course she's talking about me. I'll tell you right now, you give me any amount of a super tip on my stream elements that I have pinned in my chat, I'll do whatever you want. I'll truffle shuffle, I'll lick a nipple, I'll dance.
No, you will not lick a nipple.
I'll try.
He'll have a dance off.
Yeah, I can't reach it. We'll try.
I will kick you off the stream if you try to lick your nipple.
That is a dismissible offense, isn't
Oh,
it?
my bad.
See,
Ariel. They've boarded the Battlestar Galactica in this episode.
You said money to get me to dance was about 1 million. Yeah, to get me to dance, yeah, it's going to take a lot.
Yeah, I'm a cheap whore. Salty's got respect. He's got self-respect. But,
Well, not just that, but
He's got to be motivated to make that much movement and deal with the discomfort afterward.
It's very painful for me to even get out of the chair. So you want me to actually
I have actually walked around with Mike in real life. He's not moving quick.
Yeah, he knows. Yeah, that, when I'm out in public, I'm actually in a little power chair moving around. So,
that doesn't surprise me.
yeah, or I can walk, but I use a cane, and I can only go short distance.
Yeah, here, get back here.
Well, hey man, you get in after October 19th, I'll be on a walker for 30 days, so you guys can.
Oh, poor guy, 30 whole days.
And then I'll be well. I had my left hip replaced 2018. It was about 4 weeks on a walker, and then another 3 to 4 on a cane, and then I was good. It's like brand new.
Right. Yeah. Unfortunately for me, I don't get better. So shut up.
So,
yeah, he
love
doesn't. Doctor gave me a pill, and I grew a new everything. Yeah.
So this actually is an interesting little thing, because here we have a little piece of inconsistency for the prop department.
well, Alex,
So
what does that comment mean, bro? You're saying I look skinnier without the beard? Is that what you mean?
the beard makes your face rounder.
Yeah, it makes me look fatter. That's what he's saying, right? He's
Yeah.
agreeing with that comment,
Yeah.
because I do look nice, right?
Yeah, you have a nice triangular jawline there.
No, I would actually, for $1 million, Ariel, I would actually get up and dance for you. I'd probably fall down, but I would try. All right, so right here, look at the ammo.
The bucket of bullets. Yeah.
All right, so you look carefully at the ammo. Do you see it?
Yeah.
All right.
There's
Does anybody else
there's 6
hearing
of
that
them
Leonard
there.
Skinner song? Give me
It's
back
not.
my
It's not the.
bullet.
Well, actually, there's 7 if you look at the one that's sticking forward.
No, there's only
Oh, okay. So
1, 2,
yeah,
3,
I look
4.
skinnier without the beard. Yeah, I know.
Oh no,
That's-
you're right. You're
yeah.
right. 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's not the important thing. It's not the amount that I'm looking at. Just look at the way they're arranged.
No, there's
Mhm.
there's 7. There's
No, it's
1,
6.
2,
It's
3,
just-
4, 5. Oh no, it is 6. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 6.
But
Okay,
what
so
I'm
they're all
saying
kind of flopping around in there.
right. So
Oh, is the next shot? They're
and
in
then
little
wait,
slots.
and then we immediately go to this shot.
Oh man, prop department is fired.
Yeah, that's.
I
just
never-
there's no edit. It's just like bam. All of a sudden,
Fired.
they're all nice and neat.
Oh,
Fired.
Patrick,
And
fine
Patrick,
sir.
thank you so much.
Super chat.
So would this meet up to get to see Danny dance? I'll bet not, but then again, Mike will have a good use for
It would have been had you sent it to me directly, but
No.
you gave it to Mike, and he doesn't give me
come
a
on,
kickback.
give Patrick a little treat. Give him a
Okay,
little treat.
fine.
Give him just a little shoulder dance.
A little tease there, I see. I didn't say a strip.
That's
I
all you
think-
get. That's all you get. That's all you get.
Wow.
You saw a little bit of bottom boob there. That's all you get.
Under boobage.
Yeah. I wasn't trying to get you to strip. I was trying to get you to dance. That's what he
Hey, I
asked
didn't
for.
want to get up. My hip is hurting, man. Come on.
Uh-huh.
give me a break. After the hip replacement surgery, I'll dance like a monkey for you. But
You could do a Rick roll dance in your chair. Gonna get you. Yeah. So,
there you go.
all right. So that was just wrong. So the prop department. That is like the worst continuity gaffe, I think.
Oh man.
Outside of seeing the cameraman for that one shot when they broke the glass, that's the worst one I've noticed so far. But
Dude,
yeah,
no, the worst one was when we saw the cameraman.
that's what I just said.
Yeah, he was just saying
okay.
the
Outside
on
of
the
the
back
cameraman.
on the
This
Yeah.
yeah.
We literally
Full
saw the
man.
freaking cameraman
Yeah.
like standing
Head to
there.
toe.
Yeah. So meanwhile, back at Starbucks place, we see that she was an artist.
You know what, Patrick?
Artist. Now what?
Nothing. I'm not giving him a free show. Never mind. You got to pay for that, Patrick. Oh, I guess you kind of did, but no.
Thank you, Patrick, for the 11 euros, because that will definitely help keep the lights on around here.
You help keep the fires burning bright for the salty trekker. Thank you.
Get enough of those, I might get Max again.
Hey guys, help him because I want to like get a profile on his Max account. So yeah.
Now my only problem with this is that I don't buy for a second that Starbuck was an artist and a Viper pilot. That just seems to be
why. But why? But well, unpack that. Why?
You what?
I said
unpack that. Why?
Don't you? Yeah.
It just doesn't seem to fit her character type.
Why? Give me the why. I don't understand. Because I bought it.
Up to this point, her character was just like, yeah, I'm a badass, not an artiste.
Yeah, but you know what? There's a guy his call sign is Mover, and he's on YouTube. He is a naval aviator, flew F-18s, went into the Air National Guard, flew F-16s, flies civilian aircraft as a commercial pilot. And he writes books.
I mean, I'm an artist and I crush it at Flight Commander. So what's the difference? I don't get
No, but I'm saying like,
yes,
when I talk like a crazy fighter jock and
military aviator.
Yeah, and he writes books.
Right, but this requires a level of discipline and all that to where there's no way that they would have a home that looks like this. They might have a studio.
No, I would disagree. No, if your job requires such a high level of discipline, I would expect your home to be like this. You know,
well, there are certain. I don't know about necessarily always a home, but there's definitely going to be an outlet somewhere. That's for sure.
Yeah, but a person who's successful in the military doesn't generally live like.
Yeah, but is Starbuck really successful? She's kind of an alcoholic. She bucks authority. She's really naturally She's got that God-given talent of being a badass pilot. I don't know. She's like
the Jackson Pollock of fighter jocks.
Yeah. Yeah. Ariel's got it perfect. She's got an outlet. It's sex and killing Cylons, but I would like to say art is one as well, but whatever.
Art and poetry too, because remember she reads poetry.
I'm never gonna let go of the fact that she banged Baltar. Like I'm never gonna let that go.
From the from the end of season 1.
Yeah, never gonna let that go. I can't believe she did that.
But what's gonna be harder for you, the fact that she banged Baltar or that Six bangs Ty?
First of all, we all know Six doesn't bang Ty. So stop it with your filthy lies, you monster. We saw Baltar bang Starbuck. I mean, we didn't actually.
Well, we saw them getting up off of each other after she accidentally starts screaming Lee's name.
Yeah. It would have been nice to see it, but you know what I mean.
Wow, dude. No, this is not porn, you know.
Like I wish I'd have seen this way back in the day. I'm like 20 years late to my appreciation of the what's her name, the Starbuck actress. Sackhoff. Yeah, Katie Sackhoff. I get it now why all my friends are into her. I get it. I did not like the long hair on her. I'm glad in the last episode we watched her. One of the last episodes we watched, she cut it back off.
But she and Hilo kick back and smoke a couple of radioactive cigars.
Well, they were indoor.
Oh, come on. Those cigars are so heavily radiated.
They're taking their meds, man.
Hey, man, maybe they got a little high.
I don't care how many iodine pills they have. Those cigars would kill them.
Lucky, you want to say hi again? You're sitting right here. Come here.
So back on Galactica.
You guys want to say hi to Lucky again?
Is that the solid guy?
Big dog. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh, you're such a lover. Look at this.
I'm not a hater. I didn't eat the other dog. I swear.
Ariel, that could be you.
Oh,
Or it could be the other person.
It could be all the peoples.
Yeah.
it could be, but
Yeah,
Good dog.
Danny is, Danny is definitely willing to let anybody lick his face, even men.
Ariel, this dog won't. This dog loves me. This dog loves me. She said it may attack me. No, this dog. I could kick this. Not that I would, because I love.
Wow, dude! Don't be
I could
saying
literally.
that.
I could kick this dog. and
Don't
he'd come
say
back
things like
and
that.
say in. Okay, well, my point is this dog loves me. Sorry, I didn't mean to whatever. I would never.
You're gonna be
ever
banned on
hurt an animal.
YouTube.
I would never hurt an animal. If
So
nothing,
don't say
I like
things.
animals more than I like people. For frack's sake, Don't you?
I swear you're just trying to destroy my channel. That's all.
Whatever.
I don't know if YouTube's put up
you're
with
the one
us
that
for
keeps
this
bringing me
long.
back.
If
My
YouTube's
track
put up
record's
with
not
us.
great. Salty
No,
Nerds-
actually, YouTube.
Salty
I
Nerds
think
kicked me
YouTube has
off.
shadow banned my
Pop
account.
Culture Minefield kicked me off. Popcast, I'm only on maybe 4 times a year. You're the only person that
their channel
consistently has
got-
it back,
You know what's crazy? Just as a side note for viciousness from random YouTubes, I didn't realize that it nerfed their ability to take super chats.
Yeah, no, they can't do any
Yeah,
of that.
that's
That's why
fully
they
brutal.
monetized. You can't do.
Yeah.
You
That's
It's-
brutal.
Yeah.
It's beat up, man. And I want to know what they because their shit's good. It's especially
Right.
on their Prime channel, very well produced, very
Right,
good. It's a
like
ton
the
of
re-
views.
But guys, seriously, the reason that our audience numbers are lower right now than usual, I think that is that YouTube looks like this last week is shadow banned. So
Really?
because dude,
Dude, I keep telling you we should be on Rumble. Fuck YouTube. You heard me say it.
Dude.
Sorry.
you really think 'cause Rumble's got such a huge audience just waiting for us.
It doesn't, unfortunately,
Yeah.
but it would.
Doesn't.
That's the problem.
If there's
You
If
build
you
an
could go
audience.
to Rumble and get a big old audience, that would be great. But you can't.
yeah,
You have
Yeah.
to
That's
build
the
it
sucky
just
part.
like anything else.
No,
man.
Rumble. The problem is the only way Rumble works is if you go over there with a huge audience.
Bird of Prey. Go frack yourself. In fact, you come on.
And
the
no, it has
show,
not,
you have
but
to
no,
play
it,
to your face.
it has
You can go
nothing to
for it.
do with the whatever the Picard.
No, I was
But what I'm saying is like if you
no,
look
I
at
was
the
I was
video-
talking about that he wanted to report me. I
Right.
didn't say I don't kick. Don't you dare! I have never abused an animal in my life. I am on the record. I like animals better than people because animals they're innocent and they're sweet. They're not malicious unless they're trained to be. They're not malevolent. Like some, I truly believe some humans are just born evil.
broken,
Evil.
very broken. Yeah,
But animals, they have to be conditioned to be evil. You know what I mean? You have to starve them or beat them or abuse. You know what I mean? To make them bad.
Stop saying things like that.
I'm not. What am I?
Because
I am an animal lover. What am I saying that's wrong? I'm saying don't do that stuff. What
because when you say things like, "Oh, with X, you have to do this and this and this," which you just said, all these negative things about what you have to do to animals, the algorithm doesn't know that you're saying you're opposed.
well, then they need to fix the algorithm.
Dude, it's an AI. It can't tell.
yeah.
It can't tell you're saying you're
This
against
dog is
those
like
things.
100 pounds. Oh, okay. Here we go.
And
Oh.
Twinkle with a $5 super sticker. Thank you so much.
You sent it to the wrong channel, Twinkle. Sorry.
It can't send you a super sticker, dude.
It's okay.
Can
No,
yeah. So
no stickers yet.
no stickers for you.
Mm.
I'm sure Twinkle would be more than happy to send you a super sticker.
Look at
It's
this.
good.
Look at this tongue action I'm getting. This is the most action I've had in months. Oh.
And the sticker is A
Ooh,
pink-haired girl saying you're number one, which is funny because that kind of looks like my daughter.
You know what's weird, Mike?
What's that?
I was just looking at the dailies on Social Blade.
Mhm.
All your traffic always comes 2 days after the Wednesday, Thursday.
That's weird.
Consistently.
Yeah,
And there was only a
it's almost
modest
like-
drop off over the weekend on Sunday and Monday, this past Sunday and Monday,
It's almost
versus
like
Sunday and
Facebook.
Monday the week before.
Yeah, but look at this last week compared to the week before.
Oh, the numbers for the week before are decidedly higher.
Yeah.
Like if you look at Friday the 8th through to Friday the 11th compared to Friday the 11th to now, the trend does not look happy.
No. And it's
I
not
don't know
and
what
it's not
that
like,
is.
oh well, there's a little bit of a difference.
Why is NVIDIA blurring my doggy's face?
Because
It's
it's
not,
not
a human.
Yeah.
Oh.
But yeah, if you look at the videos from last week, with Subspace Rhapsody got 584 views, and Scattered got 318 views for the trailers.
See, you know what that tells me?
This week, Hegemony got 46 views, and Valley of Darkness so far has got 31.
Twinkle, save your free stickers. I want your money. Anyway,
Dude, seriously,
do you think
you know what? That's not.
do
Mike.
you think? Okay, whatever. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Do you think the reason that the musical episode got more views was because all of us hated it and like just Twitter
No,
or
that's
YouTube
well,
just seems
for
to
my
feed
trailer
off hate?
videos.
Maybe, but I don't know. Maybe my rage encourages the viewership.
No,
Maybe my rage brings all the boys
have you
around.
noticed, like, no
But
offense
those
to like,
numbers I read were just the trailer.
No, I know.
That's not.
I know.
There's no.
Not the actual episode.
Oh.
Yeah, not the actual.
I would
live
like to get the figures on the actual episodes because it seems to me that like people who shit on stuff all the time, whether it's Nerdrotic or
well, yeah, people that crap
guy
on
with the
it usually
mask,
get
what's his name?
consistently
I've
good views.
tried to delete him from my brain so I forget.
The Masked Man.
Yeah,
Yep, him.
yeah, him. And you know, like even Midnight's Edge, they do a lot of hate. It's like they seem to like it just seems to me that videos where there's a lot of hate get more views for some reason. What does that say about society? That's terrible.
Yeah.
You know? Like, can't you just like a thing and be celebrated for liking a thing? No, you only get celebrated for hating a thing. And it's just sad, I think. It's just like my opinion, man. Anyway.
Yeah, I agree.
No, I agree with it. It is a sad testament. So let's continue on with something that is good. Because Rosalind's about to have as much luck as she could possibly have through the
Right.
entire series
Yeah.
in a minute here. So yeah, so they end up this is the point where they end up having to turn around, isn't it?
Yeah, so because they went the wrong way, and so now they got to like double back because they end up being trapped.
Yeah.
Because they end up going right where the Cylons are going.
Yeah, everybody just goes right into the same funnel.
But that's because, you know, unfortunately, since comms are down, they don't know the direction that the Cylons are going.
So yeah, so they're chasing down what frames to go set up troops at to go deal with them.
Right.
You know, that guy, sorry, somebody in the chat just made me like how John Campia still has an audience used to blow my mind. But now
Danny's
I get
just
it.
like super not happy right now.
No, but well, it's just like, why did people who just spit venom and hate and vitriol just like have the most viewers?
Because it emotionally connects to people. That's why.
Unfortunately.
And it's the lowest common denominator. It's very easy to get people into anger. It's very difficult to get people. It's much like, think about politics. And doesn't matter what side of the political aisle you're on. It's so much easier
man.
to talk about how bad the other guy is than to talk about how great you are.
Since you brought it up, do you think Trump's actually going to show up when he's supposed to? Like, I just saw.
I'm not talking about Trump.
No.
I don't know.
I'm not asking for like your opinion on if you like him or not.
Do I think
he's asking? Do you think he'll
what?
show up for the? He's got. It was like he's got till noon on like the 20th or 25th or something to show up in Georgia for his thing.
All that schmozzle that's going on.
Do you think he'll actually show up? Because
I don't think
know.
He will. I don't think he will.
He'll either show up or there'll be some little lawyer game that makes it so he doesn't actually have to.
Right. Okay. I don't know. I would imagine that he would because
I don't even know what all he's like. Because I purposely don't watch the news.
Right.
But
at
sometimes
this point,
I get the little pop-ups on Twitter or not Twitter, YouTube, where they're like,
oh yeah, like the little news feeds.
Yeah.
People want to talk about WWE being fake. Holy. Politics is worse than I'd go back to watching WWE.
Hall of Famer. Just want to throw that out there. Trump is.
I know. That's what makes it even more insane.
All right, we're not talking about Trump.
No,
sorry.
No.
You brought up politics.
This is not a.
Ariel, we're doing a huge fundraiser here in Vegas for Hawaii, so I can share the link if you're interested. But we're doing a huge I gave blood because I can't afford to give money, but we've got a huge thing because I don't understand why, but Vegas and Hawaii are very strongly connected. So we've got a lot
because both of them are just touristy states. I mean,
you're probably right.
Nevada and Hawaii, both of them, their entire economy is based on tourism.
Yeah, massively. Yeah.
So that would kind of make sense.
Okay.
Anyway, meanwhile, on Cobol, this is where they realize that they need they've got problems.
Yeah, they've realized Starkiller has gone off the reservation.
Yeah. Right there.
Dude. Did you see my thumbnail for the next episode I sent you yet?
No. You sent it right before we were getting.
It's not of Starkiller, but it's of the dude who murks him, and right after he murks him, the look on his face, because that dude. I don't want to spoil. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm the only one who is behind on this. Yeah, Baltar, his facial acting is so good. Why this guy isn't in more stuff, I do not understand. He's so good with his face.
He's Picard's dad.
Yeah, but that was 30 years later or 20 years later, whatever, And I'm convinced because we've talked about all the parallels between BSG and Picard season 3, or even season 2, actually.
Yeah.
And 3. Terry Metalis was clearly a Battlestar Galactica fan.
Yeah, he has to be.
Yeah.
So this is and the funny thing is now Baltar, if he had shown a little bit more backbone, he could have taken command here, because while technically the Starkiller is the highest ranking officer, he's talking to the vice president.
Yeah, which again, support salty.com. I brought that up a lot. I'm he's the vice president. Yeah. I was like, why? Yeah, I was pissed. I was like, he's the freaking vice
but this is where Baltar, unfortunately, Baltar has an incredible survival instinct. He'll do whatever it takes to get out of any circumstance, which he's incredibly good at. You've seen, now that he's on the base ship, he could even talk machines into letting him live.
Well, I mean,
he's just.
I don't
really
want to talk
good.
Too much about.
Now, when I say that I don't know where Cobol is, that doesn't mean that I don't know a great deal about where it's from.
So I know, I know we didn't get to watch BSG this weekend, but last weekend, he's got Xena, Warrior Princess, really confused because he's talking about how
Oh,
much
yeah.
he loves, like he's not talking to her, but she doesn't know that, or
Right.
so she thinks Baltar loves her.
Yeah, that whole thing in his head that she's reading that
Baltar is
completely
going to
wrong.
Love her, if you know.
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean.
he's going to take advantage of that. You will see.
Really? Is he gonna?
Oh, he's going to dial up
He's gonna
the
bang everybody on
scummy
that
survival
page.
instincts to 11.
Baltar's the man. He bangs everybody. I love it.
Yeah.
Baltar is your spirit animal. I know.
Ain't no toaster from too low on
man,
the shelf
I
for
gotta
this
make
guy.
That shirt.
Yes.
Baltar is my spirit animal. I gotta make that shirt because even if I'm the only one that wears it,
And then you just got to list all of his vices
on the back, like a concert,
Yeah.
like a concert.
Yeah,
t-shirt. Just like
Yeah. Arrogant, blind to danger, sleeps with the enemy.
He's probably slept with more women than me, and that's amazing.
So yeah, he it's like Lando Cal. They say Lando Calrissian's a pansexual. Baltar's like, hold my beer,
Hold my beer, bro.
Let me tell you about all the robots I've been fracking,
dude. I want to you guys are killing me. I know I'm 20 years late to the party, but I would love to see a reunion show or a movie, and we haven't even finished yet because I know we've got after season 4, we've got 2 movies to watch, right? The Plan and is it Blood and Chrome or Chrome and Blood?
Blood and Chrome.
Blood and Chrome. Okay, because my mom keeps asking me because she's done. She's like, what are those movies? And I was like, well, I know one's The Plan because of the funny thing that happened with me and Michael.
Yeah.
And then the other one's either Chrome and Blood or Blood and Chrome. I don't, because I always get it mixed up. So it's blood. It's Blood and Chrome?
Blood and Chrome. Yeah.
Okay.
Think alphabetical order.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That helps. Thank you. Yeah.
Yes. So, but what Baltar does lack is a spine. And
are you kidding me? Wow. No.
He grows, he eventually grows one, but
if he didn't have a spine, would he have killed spoilers? Sorry, guys, for next week.
Yeah.
He kills Star Killer.
Right.
He's the one that kills him.
So I would say that,
but I wouldn't say he kills him in a brave way. He's
like
in the back.
Like certain
he was going to kill
of...
the chick. What's her name?
I'm not saying what he did was wrong, but it's not like he was like dueling at
what's her the Chief's girl? What's her name again?
So, Callie.
Callie. Yeah, he was going to kill Callie, man. So
So
I get that.
Do you ever hear the word oobleck before? You know what a non-Newtonian fluid is?
Are you speaking English? I don't know.
Yeah, non-Newtonian fluid, like when you make cornstarch and with.
Yeah, that's one way you can do it. Yeah, so a non-Newtonian fluid is one where if you move slow, you can pass through it, but as soon as you put force into it, it stops you dead. And if anything, his spine is made out of non-Newtonian fluid because only when the pressure reaches absolute max.
Right.
Hey,
does
man,
that guy?
You know what? When it matters, when
it comes down, actually, you're more right than you realize, and you'll understand what I mean when we get to the last episode of season 4, because that's actually more true than I'm going to initially give credit.
It's only when he is directly threatened. It's like Baltar is not capable of a truly selfless act, right? He's not
preservation.
he's not brave in the traditional sense.
What did Kirk say in Wrath of Khan? They're giving him shit. What's the first?
Survival.
Yeah, first rule of survival.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you act like a coward.
Wow, you think?
That's
cowardly.
Considering how absolutely multi-dimensional he is, I think it's a little unfair to call him straight up just a coward.
Yeah,
would he use that word to describe? Do you think, except for now, I'm not talking about because you and I know where his character eventually ends up.
Yes, yeah.
But I'm talking about where he is right now.
Well,
Would
well,
this
well,
Baltar
now- well, hold
ever
up. Right now in
volunteer
this
for a
episode, or right
dangerous
now
thing?
where we've seen? Because we are like,
Yeah, you got to be particular because he's a broken man by the time we get to him up at the beginning of season 3.
Yeah, dude, broken ain't the like this poor bastard. Like in the
But
last
yeah,
episode,
he hasn't
like,
even
he's
gotten
basically
to
like
the
he's
season
getting
3.
tortured by the Cylons in the
No,
last
I'm not
episode
talking
we
about the
watched.
season 3 Baltar. I'm not talking about
Okay.
President Baltar with a gun to his head. I'm talking
Okay.
about this Baltar right here. Would not like it when they say, "Oh no, we need the meds and it's a dangerous thing." This Baltar ain't going to say, "I'll go get them." No, he's going to say, "You go get them." You know, he's going to bravely lead from behind. He is brave Sir Robin.
Yeah, at this point,
I just wanna
yeah.
say-
However,
I just want to say thank you to Anonymous for the leet tip I got with the comment, "Kiss my butt." I have no idea who that was, but thank you.
You got a tip saying "kiss your butt."
I did, and it's
Nice.
the leet level. So thank you, whoever that was. You rock. That will definitely go toward the getting my license back fund. Hey, mom's back. Right on. Hey, mom.
So
How was church? That's a rhetorical question. You no need to answer.
but the so they realize that they
444. Make a wish.
huh?
At least on the West
No.
Coast.
Yeah. Everyone on the West Coast make a wish.
Why?
This is 444.
444.
Okay, never heard of that.
Well, whenever all the numbers are the same on
Yeah,
your
whenever
clock.
all the yeah.
I didn't know
Well,
you were
Jason
supposed to make a
knows.
wish when that.
Hey,
happened.
man. Look,
Jason,
when
man,
I
I gotta get a passport.
I
just
keep
so
forgetting.
you gotta come hang out. We can have some
Yeah.
cheap seafood and
Yeah, man, you're the dude. I love you. man. You're
Should
awesome.
I taste one of these just for fun?
oh, those are great. Are those the yeah? I got we had a
Ghost-
bunch of those for the
Ghost
drive.
pepper
Dude,
Cheetos.
I could literally ground those up and snort them, and it wouldn't even make me tear up.
Yeah, there was
You
there
think
was
so.
we bought like a variety pack of small bags of chips and stuff, and there was I bet they smell pretty potent to the nose. There was a whole bunch of the not all
I'm
of them,
still
but there was a bunch
waiting
of them.
for-
Oh yeah, for the
I'm still waiting
redo
for
on
you
the
to, like,
chocolate bar.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for that. It's not that hot anymore. And I'm
Used to have a little
and
bit of a kick.
LDG said he was going to send me the damn wheel thing so I could do a thing. Still haven't got that. I think you guys are just afraid that I have such an immunity to spice. You don't want to be embarrassed. It's just, you know.
No, I'm gonna make you suffer.
See, hold up. See, it's not bad, right? You just ate it like it was nothing. Oh,
Yeah.
uh-oh, he's drinking.
No, it's not. It's not super hot. It's got a little
Yeah.
kick to it, but it's not super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, those ones are pretty good. I only ate small, like in small bag doses
The
of them, not
flavor
like
is
the
really
entire bag that size. But
Like I can feel it burning on my tongue a little bit, but it's not like I'm dying.
No, like so for me, what I look for, because I want to feel alive. When I eat something spicy, I don't care about what it does to my tongue.
oh,
I care about what it does here, like to these glands here, what it does here to my nose and my eyes. If I don't get a reaction from those three things, you know, do you guys get what I'm saying, right? You know. What I'm
oh
talking
no,
about?
yeah, exactly. If
Yeah,
you don't feel like the back corners of your jaw are about to fly out of your face,
yeah.
All right, I'll get you something, Danny, but you'll have to wait until I have some money.
Oh, Twinkle says it was her. You know what, sweetheart? If you come through on this trip, I'll kiss your butt.
Wow, dude.
Well, look, she said it was her. You know, thank you for the elite level of.
Yeah, but you're
support.
saying that in front of Ariel.
Ariel, hey, you know what? If you want to beat the elite level, I'll do the same for you. I'm a whore. I'll just like whatever, you know. Like I have no qualms about it, you know. I'm living in the basement of an 82-year-old woman's house. Give me a break. Come on.
Yes, which
I'm
special favors to for rent.
I'm definitely going to go into the Idiocracy movie at some point and actually exercise some video editing skills, Mike. And I'm going to send you a clip of the "I like money."
Oh,
so you can
now,
play it.
Now Twinkle's mad. She wants to get a restraining order. You're the one that sent the money and asked me to kiss your butt. Whatever. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, I like money.
Money. All right, so
here's something funny. Speaking of my 82-year-old landlord. So
you were having sex with her the other day?
No, not at all. Please don't go there. So are you guys familiar? Either of you familiar with the Joe Cronin show?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's actually been on a Friday night once or twice here.
Oh yeah. I had him on. Yeah. So he's got a huge wrestling channel. So last night, randomly, one of his people hit me up, and I joined his wrestling show, and I was like cutting a wrestling style promo on Luke Rojas as one of his regular panelists, and Miss Betty thought I was like having a fight with someone and was like concerned and worried, and I was like, no. It's just all in fun. We're just having fun, It's just like it's like wrestling, So
actually,
she's not watching the stream. I don't think she knows how.
She doesn't. You're right, because I've tried to get her to, because she's all like, "What do you do down there? I don't understand." Oh, hey, by the way. We really do need to, because I've been getting shit. Fuel Up. We need to do our Fuel Up promo before too long, or we could do it now.
Well, we could do it now. We're paused in the show. We might as well.
So,
why don't you bring it up and
no, Michael? No, let's make it organic. You've only been using it a few days. I've used it for a few months. Talk to I'll get the link and everything, but. While I'm doing
so restate how you felt about it on Saturday, on Friday night. Yeah.
And it's not bad. So
that's not a ringing endorsement, asshole. I mean, come on. They're paying us money. Dude, come on.
I'm not going to say it's better than it is just because they're sponsored.
I'm not asking you to, but it's not bad. It's not exactly.
You know what? You want me to describe it or not? All right,
yes,
so shut up.
You wanted organic, Danny.
If
you're getting it.
To give it an honest review, I would say imagine that it's like Tang with grapefruit, which sounds weird, but it tastes pretty good. And because I was expecting it to be overpoweringly sweet because it smells like Tang. But the grapefruit.
You know what's great about Tang? You know why Tang is better than OJ? Because Tang won't.
It doesn't. you stepped on me. I was gonna say it.
I'm sure they really appreciate you using a murder joke in the middle of their promo.
Well, you know what? I bet they appreciate that more than you saying it ain't that bad or whatever you said. Jesus. Anyway, go ahead before I go into my promo mode for them.
So you appreciated it. I did actually watch you at the start of that stream.
Yeah, so I did enjoy it. I do want to, the problem is that what I really want to try is the play, and they sent me the wake. So
play is out of stock. I told you.
I know. I get that.
Play is their most popular one, and you know what's messed up is I have an extra bag I could send you, but I like it a lot. It's so like play is my favorite one out of all. So I like.
You found out that one does snort, right?
No. You know what? Maybe I should try to snort it. Maybe, but it's out of the three, it's my favorite. Because so true story. I hope Terry is not listening or watches this in the future. The sleep one. I have a hard time because of my brain and the way it works. I really do have a hard time falling asleep. That was a big thing that fed into my alcoholism, because there was a period of time in my life where I just had to get drunk to fall asleep. So I was hoping it would work better, but it does. Terry, if you're listening, it doesn't work for me. Put some more something in it to make me pass out. You know what I mean? But and the wake is good. Wake is good. Wake is good. My favorite is play. I can drink play like all day long. It's fruit punch flavored. It supposedly helps you with your concentration, which I have been getting a lot. Now that I think about it, I have been getting a lot more work done lately. So maybe it actually does work. I am not. You know what? I'm going to shut up. I'll let you finish talking. I'm not doing a good job either. So.
So don't trust Danny. Trust me, because I'm more trustworthy than Danny.
100%. 100%.
But no, so you can follow the link in the description below, and that'll take you right to the site that you see on the screen right now, where you get 25% off of their subscription price. And they lowered the price recently, right?
Yes, they did. They lowered it, and so our promotion used to be only free shipping. Now, if you click the link in the description, not only do you get free shipping, you get 25% off if you do a monthly subscription, which is good for, I'm gonna be honest, wake and sleep. Monthly is good. Play, I drink a lot more of that. So like monthly is not enough for that one, which is probably why they're out of stock of it. And you get 10% off like a reoccurring single order for life if you use our link. And those are new. Like it used to only be free shipping. So yeah. So go
And so I'm really looking forward to trying the play.
I keep calling it sleep. It's rest. Whatever. Maybe that's why. It's not.
Yeah. See, that's for napping in the. Hey, if whenever what? Oh, not like I doesn't have any subs. Starts yelling at them in Canadian.
Ariel, why are you so mad? Like she is really salty with you, man.
No, I know, but I guess I was so on fire the other day that
no, you really the last
Strange
New Worlds episode, you were
I was pretty lit.
We yell, "Get off my lawn!" Up there, they yell, "Get off my tundra!"
Yeah, yeah, they did.
Stop riding my moose, eh?
They lowered the subscription price by like $15 and the single price by like 10. I don't know if this is clear across the board or just for us. Plus, they gave us free shipping and the 25% discount on the subscriptions. So,
well, I'll definitely be interested in trying this stuff once the moose police let it across the border.
Yeah,
right.
And so, not suitable for people named Penny who would snort it. So
yeah, Mom, I love you. It's the only time you're gonna hear me say this. Don't buy this shit because you'll snort it.
You're not just running around looking for things around.
She'll be like that. You guys ever seen the original Heavy Metal movie, like the animated movie, where that dude with like the 3 things, he's like just snorting cocaine off of that spaceship with all 3 of his things. That's
I wonder if this stuff would
Scarface. Actually,
say hello to my little friend.
I'm thinking about deep faking your mom into that scene.
Hey man, if you need a good photo of her, I'll send you one.
I wonder if this stuff would work with a Soda Stream.
I don't know.
That's an experiment worth trying.
Yeah,
I don't see why I wouldn't. I mean, because the Soda Stream just injects
it just carbonates it after the fact, yeah.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, you mix it up and then you inject the carbonation. I don't see why it wouldn't work.
I'll have to see if this stuff is wife approved even. Oh, she loves using the Soda Stream, so if this stuff is actually flavorful, she might be pretty happy.
Your mom's saying stop because she doesn't want to.
You're the one that brought up the booger sugar, Mom.
Look, all I gotta say
only a true
is,
addict.
You know what, Miss Penny, you are so well known in an interesting little corner of the internet right now
Yeah, right.
He is Danny's mom, or she
Yeah.
is Danny. She's Danny's mom everywhere she shows up.
Yeah.
Like that's how she gets announced.
Yeah, no, I know, right? Whether it's like
it's
Latino
so
Slant or
weird.
Midnight Edge or
Doesn't matter where she goes.
or Loki.
Danny's mom.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I love it. I absolutely love it. Which is a complete turnaround because you know how you were saying the lady of the building is kind of doesn't understand what you do.
Oh, Miss Betty. Yeah.
Yeah. So when my parents, who are in their 70s, when it came up, what I've been doing with you guys on Wednesdays and Thursdays in particular, my dad was kind of, hey, that's cool. Because he used to be a weatherman. So he used to, sometimes be on TV, quite often be on the radio. So for him, it's kind of a neat thing. My mom was like, why do you need to be doing that? It's like, I don't know. What else am I going to do with me? I'm a giant nerd. Come on, Mom.
Abandoned us.
No, he must have had to open something secret. But yes, I look forward to when mine does finally come.
Well, like I said, so far I guess they call it orange sherbet. It has my seal of approval. I'm looking forward to trying the fruit punch and the blackberry lavender whenever I can. So
They're good. So yeah, just hit the link in the description. It'll take you to this page here with our cute little cartoon at the top.
Yeah,
and it's another way to support the show. So yeah,
there you go.
There we go.
Yeah.
Back to the review.
Back to the actual show.
Boop. We have clicking wars.
Right. Yeah. So they're basically getting ready to make a last stand against the Cylons. And meanwhile, the president is barricaded. Everybody's like getting nervous. Things are coming to a head. But they only have 6 shots. And wouldn't you know it, they have just enough ammo to take down the Cylons that are left. What a great coincidence that is. Contrivances are contrived sometimes.
It's TV for you, man.
Yeah.
Yes. But, I do love that one moment when...
the one leaps over him?
No. When Rosalind grabs her jacket and he's like, oh. She's got the holes. Yeah.
Now, here's an example of really bad CG compositing if you look at the feet.
Oh, yeah. Well, this was still really early on in their production run, frankly.
Right. And quite frankly, I mean, for the budget, I mean, because one thing people don't realize, this is actually a very low budget show. It's amazing that they pulled off CG characters at all.
Dude, it's funny. You saw that quote. I think we maybe even talked about it before. Katie Sackhoff said that the catering budget for Mandalorian was more than the actual budget for this show.
Yeah, she wasn't kidding. This show, they would literally, if you listen to Ronald D. Moore's blog, I mean, he talks about budget a lot. Like he'd say, "Oh yeah, well, here's what we wanted to do, and we couldn't." So then we wanted to do this, but we couldn't do that. So we ended up doing this. Like that we could do. But that's why there's so few planets. That's why they don't shoot on location very often. They do so many bottle shows. Now that you know what happened to the Pegasus, one of the reasons that they blew up the Pegasus was they knew they wanted to get Baltar onto the base ship, but they didn't have space for a base ship set. So they had to get rid of the Pegasus sets in order to build a base ship set because they couldn't rent any more space for more sets. That's how tight their budget was. So, and notice the Pegasus set was basically just the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
almost everything else was a reuse.
The bridge and
Kane's
Admiral Rowe's room,
Yeah.
So the last of the Cylons does the backflip over Lee and does unfortunately pulls an Anakin Skywalker and ends up not taking the high ground. and everybody seems okay, except for the dead people. But the dead people are all extras, so it's okay. And right there's what you're talking about.
Yeah. There's the bullet holes. Like, oh, look
Yeah,
at
so a
me.
bullet went right through the president's jacket, and she's like, "Oh, wow, isn't that something?"
Well, she is like ordained by God to lead these people to Earth, right?
Yeah, she's part of prophecy at the moment for sure.
Right.
So.
Meanwhile,
Oh yeah, that's right. We get this last little run
yeah.
here.
Starbuck and Hilo are still smoking radioactive cigars because why not? And then she says, "Hey, you tired of walking? Guess what? I got a Hummer."
I got a Hummer.
And so they get out in her Hummer.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
In like Marvel movies, all the license plates are Easter eggs. Is this an FB42E3? Is this like any kind of Easter egg that you know of or no?
Not that I know of,
No, not that I've ever heard.
but it could be. But if it is, I don't know it.
It's
Okay.
definitely no kind of format of any plate up here in Canada because we
Right.
follow the same. Our plates are effectively the same as in the States. It's a set of 3 and a set of 3, or a set
Right.
of 3 and a set of 4, or a set of 4 and a set of 3. I think California is the only one now that they're all just stacked together. I think there's 8
What I think is
characters in
amazing
them.
is that General Motors exists in outer space.
Ah, well, hey, works anywhere.
So it should have been a Tesla.
Man, that must have been a pain in the.
I don't think Tesla was out back then.
And that's the military Hummer as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that would have been a pain in the butt to get up into Canada because they're hard enough to get on the street in the U.S. when they actually had them for sale when they were liquidating a bunch of them. It would be an absolute suck bucket trying to get that stuff up. Other than probably people would know people because Hollywood and props and stuff.
Yeah.
But because we didn't buy Humvees up here, so none of those would have come from the Canadian.
Well, you don't
military.
really have a military.
Well, we have Boy Scouts or something.
Mounties, right? Aren't they Mounties?
Well, no, I mean the guys we have are freaking second to none, but we don't have a lot.
The Royal Canadian Kilted Yaxman, I believe, is what they call it.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, well, they'll attack with their yaks, all right.
You've never heard of the Royal Canadian Kilted Yaxman?
I have not.
Oh, you need to watch some Ren and Stimpy, man.
That's right.
Stampy,
That's right.
you
That's
stupid
right.
idiot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Ren and Stimpy were members of the elite Royal Canadian Kilted Yaxman,
Yeah.
and they sang
that
the
show.
official song of the Royal Canadian Kilted Yaxman.
The ones that,
Is that
ride the mooses.
Is that lip gloss right there?
Yes. Remember, she was recovering in the hospital bed, and Billy.
Yeah, because she got.
Yeah,
Yeah, because that was when they told her to use her rank. Because remember, she was all in shock, sitting on the ground,
Okay, yeah.
and they kept saying D, but then they said, Duala,
Yeah.
whatever her rank is, I forget, Petty Officer Duala, and then boom,
Yeah.
she finally snapped too.
So so Billy comes in and is like, you know what? I see that you're injured and in the hospital bed, so I figured this would be a good time to come in and make out with you. And so, so he rapes her.
Man. And you give Danny crap about some of the stuff.
I know, right?
Well, Randy's already got me demonetized, so
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Screwed.
You guys.
And then everybody gathers around Adama, who is still in, completely unconscious, but he's breathing on his own now.
Yeah.
So
he doesn't have to chew on a tube.
Yeah, that's a good sign. And we get the scene that I showed at the beginning of this where Ty is like, "You're not fit to wear the uniform." And I like Lee's response. He goes, "You're right, I'm not, but then neither are you."
Neither are you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The honestly very sweet ending where he kisses his dad on the forehead. And the end.
Yeah.
So,
and then bad Ty soon to come.
yeah, but now Ty is going to seriously break bad next episode.
Yeah, that's funny. That's exactly what I was going to say. Break bad. Yeah.
And so, yeah, Ty should have the eye patch next episode because he's going full on pirate mode. Of course, it's Ellen's fault.
Dude, on one hand, I'm glad he killed her. On the other, it did affect me more than I thought it would, which you can see if you go to supportsite.com.
Yeah.
I got it posted, man. You got to remind me that
you've got some editing to do.
I got so much to do. Now that I've figured out a way to record without the audio going way off track, I can work on getting caught up. But yeah, there's but first thing I'm going to put the Gorn up first because that's
we definitely want that up.
Yeah.
And then so I'll probably put that up tomorrow. And then so tomorrow we're doing a special retrospective on the Gorn.
Well, it's not just a retrospective. I mean, even though we didn't watch any of the Strange New Worlds episode on the weekend, I'm sure
we can talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to tie those in because there
are 3 episodes of Strange New Worlds that featured the Gorn, but only 2 of them where we saw the Gorn.
Yeah.
Just like it, and just like that's funny. 3 episodes that we watched this weekend, only 2 of them actually had the Gorn in it.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unless you count the animated series, but that one doesn't actually show the Gorn moving. It
doing
literally
nothing useful.
Drawing of a Gorn
sitting
at a table.
Yeah, that one.
So.
That one. And if you ask the Popcast, it's not even canon. Although,
according to the official Star Trek timeline, it is. But
it is. No, I believe it is.
However, basically, the episode that I'm talking about is called The Time Trap. For anybody that wants to watch it, it is irrelevant to the discussion whether it is or isn't because the Gorn in the Time Trap literally does nothing.
He's like a council board member, right?
Yeah, he's just window dressing.
Yeah, basically they say we are all part of this great council, and you see like a Vulcan and a Klingon and an Andorian and a Tellarite and the Gorn.
Yeah,
and it's like, but they're all but the Gorn doesn't have any lines. He just sits there.
Dude, so after we did our watching Arena. I watched like several episodes of TOS just because it makes me so happy. I think it was the Journey to Babel. That Tellarite that had an issue with Sarek.
Yes.
His eyes, like.
Oh yeah, the mask was just not. Yeah, there was definitely some budget issues going on with that mask.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, because because the first time I ever saw the Tellarites in Enterprise, I was just like, oh, okay, well, they fixed that problem. Because I remember the few times back as a kid seeing them in TOS, and it was like, that's kind of Halloween masky going on. But
here's what I want to know.
His eyes were like a full inch behind the mask. It was so weird looking.
T'Pau, you remember her?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the head of the fight in
right. So T'Pau officiated over Spock's wedding. T'Pau is a high priestess on Vulcan and is the only person in history to turn down a seat on the Federation Council. And as Kirk himself said, he had no idea that Spock's family was so important. So why didn't Sarek show up for his son's wedding?
Because for the last 18 years, according to Amok Time, Spock and his dad had issues. So that tracks.
So, I mean, but
they had, it was serious issues apparently.
Yeah,
but
I'm full.
And they did, and they never elaborated on it, but they definitely made it a point to point out in A Voyage Home
9 episodes later.
Yeah, but that's because people like Mark Leonard.
Yeah.
So when you know you've got a good thing, you keep bringing them back.
He liked him so much. He was the Romulan captain in Balance for Terror. Then he came back as Spock's dad in Journey to Babel. So,
Well, you see, I think that they're
Actually, if
they're
I'm
the
not
same
mistaken,
person.
too, didn't he actually play one of the Klingons on the bridge of the
He
TMP?
was the Klingon commander in Star
Yeah,
Trek
yeah,
Beyond
yeah.
Adventure.
That's right.
But
Yeah.
he's under so much makeup that you can't.
You'd never
can't
have a
tell. Yeah.
clue.
Yeah.
No. But I was going to say, at the end of Voyage Home, after the trial, the summary judgment, he has a little conversation with Spock afterward, and I think that's the moment when he actually officially comes to terms with the fact that Spock is in Starfleet. Because there's a little bit of a back and forth there.
Yeah, no, I think you're right, man. It took that long. You know?
Well, because part of it was because he saw what Kirk and crew went through to get him.
Yeah.
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 You know?
Yeah.
And you know that I think won him over more than anything else is that
I
Kirk
tell you what, like watching Journey to Babel, Spock. So nobody apparently on the Enterprise knows that Amanda and Sarek are his parents, and he has to tell them. And that's another thing that like just helps prove that Strange New Worlds is an alternate timeline, because
it has to be. Yeah,
you know, especially after the human Spock episode.
Yeah, everybody knows at least who Amanda is. Yeah,
they
exactly.
know.
Yeah.
However,
Very little question.
Now, to be fair, Kirk wasn't in that episode.
No, but Aurora,
Pike
Uhura
and
was
Uhura.
Raggy.
Well, but Uhura wasn't there at the landing deck because the big moment was, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, no, it was Scotty, Kirk, and Bones.
Right. And Scotty and Bones weren't on in Strange New Worlds at all at that point.
Okay.
So nobody in that scene.
Aurora Pente.
Aurora Pente. Thank you, Scoop.
No, I actually do agree with Bird, though. I mean, regardless of the fact that, okay, specific characters weren't there, kind of like, you know, Chekhov wasn't in season one, but
Kirk
like, you know,
just had
Khan
no
never
idea
forgets
that
a
those were his
face in
parents.
Star Trek Wrath of Khan. You know, it like, you would think that like people would know. You know, I don't know.
People might know, but the only people that were in that scene wouldn't.
All right.
Because if Uhura was there, or Chapel was there, you know, or Pike was there, you know.
Well, the big killer is the fact that Chapel in the Toronto timeline,
she and Spock have this deep relationship.
Yeah, exactly. Of which the only thing that was going on in the original series was that she pined for Spock, and that was it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
till he threw her.
But she wasn't pining for Roger Corby.
Yeah, exactly. Because
you know,
inconsistencies are fun.
What's that?
He is not consistent.
Vulcan soup called what's
Ponfar?
No, the soup. The
Omic soup.
Yeah. Remember Spock like,
if I wanted something from you, I'd ask for it. Yeah.
Yeah. But
yeah. No, I get that you know, Nurse Chapel and Spock in the original series never seemed to have a real deep connection, even though like Nurse Chapel confessed her love for Spock in the one episode. I think was it Naked Time that she did when she said I'm in love with you, Mr. Spock, or is that, I'm trying to remember. There is one where she actually flat out says it.
Oh shit. Well, I've been watching so many. Like, let me know.
I think it might be Naked Time. But she does say, "I'm in love with you, Mr. Spock."
Did you guys see? I haven't read the article yet. It's been popping up a lot in my news feed on my Pixel. Apparently, Gene Roddenberry regretted writing out Yeoman Rand from the series. I've
never heard that.
Okay.
I do know one thing about the lady that played Yeoman Rand, and that is that she fell on hard times, and people liked her so much that everyone continued to go out of their way to keep getting her parts, which is why she was the transporter chief in the TMP, and why she was also one of the operators at Starfleet Command in San Francisco in The Voyage Home, and she was I think she's even in
she's in Star Trek 3. She has a little cameo.
Yeah, and she's right when the ship is coming back into port,
coming in.
Yeah, and she was even in I think Undiscovered Country as well, wasn't she?
Yeah, no, you're right. I just looked it up. The naked time is where Chapel confesses.
Yeah, Ron Marr just confirmed it too in the show.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so which is funny because she's in love with Spock, but then she's in love with Corby. And then she's
it's like what are little girls made of? All of a sudden, it's like, oh, Corby.
Well, what episode? Like, was it after? Because like by the time we know that he's a robot or whatever.
That's what are little girls made of.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Naked Time,
because what are little girls is
episode 4
of season
1.
Okay, and then 3 episodes later is what are little girls made out of?
Right. So then 3 episodes, and then in a mock time, she's pining
again.
Yeah.
And that's season 2, episode 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, she kind of, like I said, inconsistency is inconsistent.
Well, hey, Twin, you might want to rethink these vacation plans, because while I wish I was more Spock than Kirk, I'm definitely more Kirk than Spock. So,
Oh, you're not Kirk or Spock.
I said.
Well, you're definitely not Ethan's pecs.
You are more
none of us are.
Spock.
None of us are Ethan's pecs. So
Ethan's pecs. No, I'd say you're more of a Baltar.
Oh well, yeah, I'm not going to argue with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Stan Lee says Baltar. That's
yeah, by more Kirk or Spock, Baltar, definitely
Baltar.
So I was able to find the best guesstimate on budget, by the way, and it looks like the average for the BSG reboot series was $1.5 million per episode.
That seems a little high.
Yeah, that
but
high.
really for 2004 to 2008 to average that's not too
Stanley,
out of
you just became my
control.
new favorite person. He said, "Maybe I'm Riker. I'll take that all day."
There is no way he's Riker.
However,
that's why I'm saying I'll take that all day, every day. Thank you.
However, because we do know what the budget, we do know what the budget was per episode for the original series of Battlestar in 1978, which was an outrageous $1 million in 1978.
Jesus, in 1978.
Yeah, adjusted to so this is why I see the 1.5 for the reboot as not being outrageous, because on an adjusted, when this is the U.S. inflation calculator,
inflation? Okay,
adjusted for inflation to match to 2004, it's almost $3 million an episode.
Holy shit!
So they burned money like it was going out of style on that first season back in 1978.
But you have to consider that in 1978,
I'm not a tribble, but I do have one.
A lot of people and a lot of people say, "Oh, it's a ripoff of Star Wars." But if you look at it, the visual effects were like this close to being as good as Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't seen it. I don't know if we're gonna ever do a watch along with that, but I have never seen the original series.
Well, you know what? Actually, you know what we should do is maybe this Saturday.
Like watch the
and-
original miniseries?
No. Do a little bit of the reboot series. Like just maybe do one episode, and then just watch Journey of a Star Child, which is the movie.
That's what I'm saying. The
Yeah, but
the
just the
original
movie.
miniseries. That's
Yeah,
what-
yeah. The one where all the money got thrown at it.
Yeah.
Because man, did they ever throw money at that.
Yeah. And keeping in mind that this was made the year after Star Wars came out.
Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. I mean, like, because Star Trek, it was supposed to be a series, phase 2, and because Star Wars did gangbusters, they were like, no, we're gonna turn this into a movie.
Yeah.
And
Everybody opened up all the floodgates. That's why we got Battlestar.
really
That's why we
unfortunate.
got Star Trek. It's why we got Alien, frankly, even.
yeah.
But Star Trek Phase 2, I think, would have been better than TMP.
Probably.
However,
I mean, TMP is really. I would love to do the 4K like whatever it is, watch along with you guys and review that, because I actually really, I know it's not like most people don't like it or it's their least, like I actually really like that movie a lot.
Well, what's really funny is for the longest time I only ever saw the director's cut of TMP.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And then
which is the
I don't know
same
if it
cut
was-
they do for the 4K release.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I don't know if it was just because it happened to be on TV at some point, and this was years ago, and finally ended up seeing it in its regular length. And as much as everybody says it was boring, believe it or not, it actually got better being made longer.
Well, yeah. I mean, I hate when people call it boring. I'm like, no, it's more cerebral. It makes you think. It's good science fiction. It's like Rob Weiss, right, was the director. Like they really went, like they tried to make a serious science fiction film using Star Trek. Now, I'm not a fan of the outfits or whatever, but that's that's a nitpick.
You don't
They made like
you don't like the penis cover all there.
Jeez, everybody gets to see everybody's junk at
I know,
every
yeah,
angle all the time.
I don't know why they drastically changed them for the motion picture, but whatever.
But you know what's funny is that if you look at go to TNG season 1, and that's just a revamp of those uniforms.
I got to tell you, if there's
them
more,
darker.
if there's any kind of proof that Roddenberry was involved in the costumes for TMP and the first season TNG,
yeah,
That's
they're
gotta be it.
basically they're both jumpsuits.
yeah.
But no, I don't think TMP is a bad movie at all. In fact, I loved it back when it first came out in '79. I saw it a bunch of times.
So I guess from a film lover's perspective, science fiction or not, I guess for me, considering most people don't love that movie, but no one really hates it. I kind of see TMP as almost like watching Citizen Kane from a filmmaking perspective, because there was some pretty crazy shots that they were doing and some pretty interesting
Right, like a lot of people don't know how. If you learn how they did the V'ger cloud layers and stuff like that, because they didn't have digital technology. There was no such thing.
I don't know the story behind this.
The layers of the cloud were painted on glass.
Okay,
and then the glass was moved to the camera, and so what you were looking at was 2D layers painted on glass, spaced out to look like it's a 3D picture as the camera is moving towards it. And while the camera's moving towards it, they're also zooming the lens a little bit to give it a little distortion.
I love that.
And it's just an incredible effect because it looks like a cloud. It really looks like
well, and one of the most interesting shots in that movie is right at the start for me, and that is that crazy. If you get vertigo, do not watch that opening scene where they
Oh, yeah,
pan
the
over
Klingon ships?
the head of the Klingon D7. Holy man, that's yeah. If you watch that on a big enough screen, it will get your head spinning a little bit,
Right.
almost without a doubt, because that is a very interesting shot that they did with that. And again, all practical, big models on
Yeah.
big
And the blue
gimbals.
screen was done chemically, not digital.
Yeah,
What is that?
yeah.
What do you mean chemically?
So what
So they would shoot on a blue screen, and then they would use chemicals to,
remove the blue.
yeah,
Oh,
That's why it was so common back then, where and almost unavoidable, where a lot of the times, and if you look carefully, you'll see it in TMP. You look around the borders of the Klingon ships, and you'll see a little black line. And
I have no. I
yeah,
I
and
point
that's
that.
yeah, and that's because of the mat that's created from the chemical burn isn't perfect, and so that's basically as close as you can get. And
Do they erase that in the
in
whatever
the 4K version, they
4K
clean
one?
it up a little bit.
They do? Okay.
Yeah,
Because
you gotta-
I remember there was always some kind of weird outline around the ships. And it
yeah,
always
and
bothered
that's something you'll see in almost everything. Like even like if you look at Return of the Jedi, you'll see it. Like when Luke fights the Rancor, you'll see those lines. Anytime that they use green screen or blue screen before the digital revolution,
me.
you would always see those lines.
Okay.
And those lines are because all those things were done through a chemical process, not through the digital processes that we do now. Because now we can fine tune it and adjust everything and
yeah.
you know, which you just couldn't do back then. Back then, you had to burn the chemicals and keep your fingers crossed.
Well, I mean, these days, look what we're pulling off right now. I mean, Danny's keyed out and just against a regular background.
Yeah. Although if I
with
move
the
my arm
gamers
out here
too far, it eventually
Yeah.
goes, that's not an arm.
Yeah.
But still, I mean,
it's
that's
still
pretty,
pretty
it's pretty
impressive
crazy.
technology,
yeah.
you know? To where you can, I mean, there's so much you can do with, you know, with the modern stuff. Like, look, see, I just did a quick background replacement, and it cut out the room behind me. So now it looks like my chair is just sitting in there in whatever weird generic background.
That's actually not bad.
Yeah,
That's surprising. That looks surprisingly appropriate.
Right. Yeah.
But
you should you should do like I'll make you a graphic you should have behind you, like the bridge of the Enterprise or something.
yeah, well, it does accept whatever you want to put into it. Oh, what's that? What's that?
It's just NVIDIA broadcast stuff, I think.
Or is that James Bond circle?
Yeah, it's a James Bond video that I made.
Oh.
So
oh, the one with lore.
Yeah. So yes, this is going to get really horrible in a second.
Yeah, that's okay. You're covering up most of it, so
I mean, we should fix that. Let's see.
Oh dears.
Here we go. Insta-link.
Yeah. So hi Martin. We're just
Martin.
just coming to the end.
Yeah, we're already done reviewing. We're just shooting the shit now at this point. So we gonna have that production meeting, or just
I'm just trying to get over
whatever
here
time I have left on live. You know.
There we go. That's better. You can enjoy enjoy the dancing.
Oh man.
Oh, that looks weird. Is she grinding on a? Okay.
That's a dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's more reloaded there.
No shame, none at all.
Well, I'm sure you guys noticed I had my dinner already, so I mean we can go. As long as
we're gonna see your dinner again if I have minutes.
If he leaves that up too long.
There we go.
Oh,
there it is. Lord,
that's like, hey, Ariel, you still here? If you want to see me recreate that dance, just throw a super tip on my way or super chat salties.
But yeah, if we want to take the shingle off the outside and switch over to production meeting mode.
Yeah, look at my arm where my tattoo is. It's like,
Oh yeah, it's just the tattoo. It goes,
Yeah,
huh?
it's weird,
That seems to
right?
be wall art. I shall
Yeah.
ignore that.
Yeah, it's weird. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll creep people out right there.
It's like I tried to take a when Matthew was a kid, he wanted to have his face painted up like an army man and camo. So
Hey,
I
look at
camo
that.
painted his face. Oh yeah, if you get the right angle, it starts to come back.
Hey, well, it's got my hand.
Oh, it knows what a hand is. Oh, and anyway, the camera I took a picture of him with at the time, it had face recognition, except there was no face. The camera just it's like,
Look at that.
nope.
That's
You might
creepy.
have the hand of Apollo there.
Yeah, that's creepy. Yeah.
And yes, then Stanley, I couldn't find my son. Oh, he disappeared.
Oh,
The
your
camera
mom
said he
wants
wasn't
you
there.
to do the truffle shuffle.
Sure, Mom. In my chat, I pinned a link. You can send me money. Send me at least $10.
Or
I'll do
better
it for
yet,
you.
send
Yeah.
me money. Because
He's not the one
Money.
doing the truffle shuffle. I'm the one doing the truffle.
yeah, but I have to put up with it.
Yeah. You know what's funny is they had that Fred Flintstone outfit on the Gorn in the Enterprise episode we watched this weekend.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of all the things to try to
Yeah.
maintain continuity on.
Yes, the official uniform of the Gorn
Yeah.
Yeah.
is Yabba Dabba Doo.
Yeah.
And with that, remember, you are the salt of the earth. I'm the salty trekker. And Danny looks horrible naked.
I was gonna say Danny was on time.
But
And
yeah,
I
but he
was
was on
not.
time today, so there's a first time for everything. Yes, that's yes.
Damn, Mom, don't put that on blast. Sorry. Okay, I guess we're good. Okay, she really wants that truffle shuffle. All right.
Betty.
Wait. No.
This is where you're supposed to cut it off in the middle of
Oh,
something I'm
geez.
doing.